Sheesh, what's good, guys? Coming in hot for this podcast, man. Knicks are up 15-9, man. Yo, did you know that I just did not realize that Knicks were playing at 7 o'clock today? I should have realized no matter if it's playing at MSG or down there, we always start the game at 7. What is that about? Does that have something to do with the DC area where the game has to start at 7 o'clock? I don't get it, man. But anyway, trying to get myself together. Literally just woke up from a nap. Got to fight my kids and stuff like that. Kids are in bed after getting yelled at from their dad. But we up in here trying to set this pod up quick so we can get this game started. Oh, that light's too bright. Sheesh. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that popped in the chat already, man. Coming in hot, coming in hot. Knicks are doing what they got to do. This should be an easy game, man. Say that every day. But the Knicks always make it hard for us. But we should be able to beat this team, right? It's an easy team. They're not trying to win anything. Looks like they're trying to trade Kuzma. Jordan Poole sucks. The whole shit to do. The rest of the team is like G League. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, right? But we all know the Knicks always make it interesting. Tom Thibodeau don't have no offense. The Knicks they got to work extremely hard just to make things happen. But we did beat the Timberwolves recently, the best team in the West, and then we just whipped the Philadelphia 76ers ass by 36, man. And just the tone of different people around the league is like haters, man. Like, yo, we beat this team by 36. And like just the tone alone is hating. Hating. Listen, let's give the Knicks some props. They can't wait to talk shit about the Knicks, man. Even when we win, they can say, "Yeah, well, yeah, okay." But if the Knicks lost by 36, they would be like, "You see what happened?" you know. But yeah, we here. It's 6:08 on my clock, guys. Get ready, coming in hot with this watch along stuff. So far so good. I've been to this arena. I've been to this arena plenty of times. I don't know if I forgot to hit. I always forget to hit up Sim. MBK, we all help each other out, man, but we don't do a good job of communicating with each other, man. To tell you the truth, but I'm not sure if Sim is doing the podcast live, man. I should let me check it real quick. Let me see what's going on here on YouTube. Check it along with you guys. There goes me there. Thank you guys. Only 7 people so far, but we're getting up in there. Let's check out Mr. Nothing But Knicks. Did they go live today? I don't know. I have to check myself manually. This is what you guys do too, right? Yo, is Eru on right now? It goes a live 1 hour ago. So no, he did not. He is not doing a live podcast day because this pod would have been live. So he did not. He's in the studio. So we didn't do it, man. So I know it was hard coming after New Year's and stuff. So that leaves it open for Charlotte. Oi! Can we make the trip to Charlotte? Oh man. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But right now, Miss Knicks ball looks like 12 seconds on the shot clock after Jordan Poole just popped it away from OG. So Poole is saying something to OG. OG's kind of like laughing at him a little bit, not even paying him no mind though. So that's one thing about OG. His serious face is real serious, right? And then out of nowhere, then he'll go from like almost Bernard King level face to like like this to like goofy, So it's kind of funny. Anyway, here comes Julius, turns and dribbles off his foot right off the bat. So the referee just called out of bounds on Washington. It's Tom Thibodeau having fun, man. Jesus Christ, man. What is the point? See, I just yelled at my kids. Let me tell you, the kids, the issue was they were fighting. They've been fighting for like the last hour, I want to say, just straight fighting each other nonstop. Got to tell them stop, 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 stop. So right before I told them to go to bed, which is like maybe like 6:50, I want to say, no, they were having a argument and they were whining at each other. I said, yo, you're not having fun, right? No, go to bed. Just like that. So Tom Thibodeau need to go to bed, man. You're not having fun. You're coaching the Knicks, making millions of dollars. It's a dream job for most people that love basketball. Dream job to coach the Knicks. You're gonna spend your whole time miserable and not having a good time out there. then go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Poole, or no, that's Mr. Kuzma. Big time move there. Spinning the paint, shooting, real nice. So my man Jordan, I'm not Jordan Poole. Kuzma looks like he dyed his hair regular because his hair color is always jacked up. I mean, he looks like he has like a dark hair color in there, not his natural hair. It looks like it just has a dark hair color in there. So anyway, just watch him, man. Just do some scouting. I doubt we go and get a guy like Kuzma because we don't need him at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But Poole, look, he could have gave it to Kuzma. He didn't want to. Now he gets him to the bum. So now back to Kuzma. See how the wow, look at that spin move. That shot had a good chance of going in. So Jordan Poole basically forced out Brunson, and then Brunson threw it away. So I just don't get it. But just watching these guys, man, like Jordan Poole, his basketball IQ is trash, man. You know what I'm saying? It's Jordan. I mean, he could have gave it to Kuzma. He decided not to, and then he ends up giving to a guy that can't pass. And then Kuzma gets it, and then Kuzma has to throw up a circus shot because it was the end of the shot clock. But the guard didn't realize the shot clock was going down. So I mean, I'm so glad that we don't have that dude. We was like, saying that we could trade for him. There was some circles that were saying that we could have traded for Jordan Poole, or traded Jordan Poole for RJ, which RJ got traded already. But people thought that we could trade Poole for RJ, and people were saying, hell no, because RJ's the man. Ay ay ay, this is an ugly ass game. Deuce McBride's on the floor. He didn't pick up the ball, so he did stand up without dribbling, so that's good. It goes DiVincenzo with the fake drives into Hartenstein with a nice floater. I didn't like that. He didn't follow through the floater. He just flicked it. So sloppy game so far since I've been watching. I know the Knicks were up 21 to something, but now it looks like the Wizards are catching up a little bit. Just poor decisions by all teams. They go deuce there. He goes for a wild steal to leave the 3-point shooter open. Not a good idea, man. As the 3-point shooter Jones makes it. And on the inside, Julius drives in there. Being guarded by three people. Instead of being patient and waiting, he decided to put the shot up and he gets annihilated. So Julius is never aware either, never aware of who's around him. Three defenders on me. Fuck it, I'm still gonna shoot this thing. Anyway, regardless of what, Julius Randle's still the engine of our team, man. He's definitely facilitates a lot of offense for us, and we're successful. So whether we get mad about what's happening there, we are successful with Julius Randle at the helm. People still talking about trading Julius Randle. Some people talking about trading Julius for Kuzma. I mean, when is Julius going to get some respect? And then like Knicks fans they want to question whether or not we have a good fan base or not. We don't. Our fan base hates our own players. So that's why nobody's voting for Julius. Because our own fan base hates our best player. It's ridiculous. Our best player wins games for us night in and night out. You know what I'm saying? Makes all-star teams, makes all NBA teams, and we hate the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So when it comes down to it, Julius Randle's going to go down as like one of the top or one of the best Knicks of all time. Man, you heard what I said. Julius Randle is going to go down as one of the best Knicks of all time, whether you like it or not. This little era is being led by Julius Randle. So the history books is gonna tell the story. Overzealous defense by number 0 there, a young kid trying to make a name for himself there. I don't know who the hell that is. Kuzma has some good skills, man. Is Kuzma a power forward? I don't think so. It would be dope if we had Julius and Kuzma. Both of those guys, that would be like bully ball because Kuzma could guard small forward still. DiVincenzo with a long 3-point shot. He misses that. It was on target, but a little bit to the left. So here comes number 55 dribbling. Trying to find Kuzma in the post there. Good defense by Deuce. Deuce is too tight up on him. So now they're gonna get called for illegal defense. DiVincenzo told him to switch. Good play there. Wow, good double team there by Josh Hart to make Kuzma miss. Here goes Deuce on the inside. He should have went for the layup, but he passes it to Julius. Still was able to finish the play. So good basketball there. Here comes number 55. What's 55? Is that DeLon? Who's that? Number 55 for Washington. On the inside, blows the layup there. Hartenstein, DiVincenzo finds it, gives it over to Julius inside, left-handed shot off the back rim. Nice. 27-18. So I'm trying to see who that is. It's not no. It's DeLon Wright. So that's DeLon Wright, number 55. DeLon Wright been around for a while, man. He's 31 years old now. Definitely a dude that should have had a better career. Just taking a look at these stats here. Are we going for a timeout? Did somebody get called for a timeout, or are we going, or somebody got called for a foul? Because I'm just looking at DeLon Wright, looking at his career stats. Uh, Trying to look at his career stats. Looking at his career stats. Looking for points per game and stuff. So we had a commercial or something like that. So I'm looking at his points per game. The most points he's ever averaged is 12. That was in 2018, 2019. That was his best year statistically, I guess. What did he play for? He played for Memphis at the time. So Memphis, he averaged 30 minutes per game, 12 points. Scrolling down to see what else he had here. 2.6 rebounds, 2.2 assists. One not even a steal. And that was the year he had 30 minutes per game. But if you look at the rest of his career, always above, always almost two steals per game. Basically 1.6 steals. The highest was last year when he averaged 1.8 steals. So I mean, the year that he averaged 30 minutes per game, he didn't do nothing hardly. But then all the other years where he didn't average the minutes, he averaged more stats. It's weird. The year after that, he averaged 5 assists. You know, so I mean, the guy like Delon Wright, right? That's his name. He should have had a better career. 6'5" guy with guard skills, good NBA body, able to finish and shoot and everything. But for some reason, all his whole entire career, he's been pure dog shit. So it's not easy. And the point is, I'm just keep talking about this kid. The point is, it's hard to maintain consistency in the NBA. Do you know how hard it is to drop 40, or do anything, drop 20 every single night for the course of, like, Julius Randle been in the league, what, 9 years or however long? Could you imagine 5 straight years of 25 points per game? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say. Julius Randle been averaging that for, like 20, 10, and 5 at least, right? For 5 seasons, right? How long Julius Randle been down, you know? So do you know how hard that is? A guy like DeLon Wright with all the skills and stuff like that wasn't able to do that as a player so far. So let's take a look at some stats here since we're talking about it. Julius Randle got 10 already. Sheesh. 10 already. 2 rebounds, 1 assist. So we're playing against an inferior team, so he should be able to get back on the up and up here. Anunoby got 2 points. 2 points for Hartenstein, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. Sheesh. 3 steals, 1 assist for Hartenstein. So he almost got a full game worth of work here. Brunson with 7 points, 2 assists. DiVincenzo with 6 with 2 threes. So you listen, we got a really good starting lineup here. This starting lineup is really cooking. Everybody on defense is on taking care of their man. Even Randall. Randall's been playing pretty good on defense. Anunoby, Hartenstein, Brunson, DiVincenzo. Everybody's holding their spot down. So we got a really good starting lineup here for the Knicks. Knicks just made a turnover here, caused the turnover for the Wizards. Julius Randle gets the ball. He's being guarded by Avija. A little bit too much dribbling there. He has a 3-wall front on his side there. That means you need to pass the ball. He tried to give it to Grimes, which was the bad pass there. Grimes is stuck in the corner. Julius is still in the same spot. He tries to go around Hartenstein, being guarded by 3 people. Deuce was open the entire time. This entire play, Deuce was open. Julius has got to move that ball. So that's the issue with Julius. With all the stuff that he does right, he still does a lot of things wrong. The opposing team's defense, the same thing last night. They put a 3-wall front on Julius, and Julius doesn't know how to break it. So it makes you wonder what guys do in practice. What do they do when they watch tape? Every single night, Julius Randle is being faced with a 3-wall front. Anyway, cross-court pass there to number 24. So let me get my stats back up here. So I know I got stats here on the screen, so I can reference it throughout the game here. Let's look at the Washington Wizards. Got Kuzma out there, 6'3", 4'3". That's the starters there. You got Avija, Gafford, Trey Jones. Jordan Poole, who's there, supposed to be one of their better scorers there. He has 0 right now. Chris Burt is the guy number 24. You got Muscala's out there, DeLon Wright, and this kid Coulibaly. He's out there. So they got an NBA squad. It's going to be an uphill battle for them playing against this tough Knicks team. But that's the correct score, 32-18. Right now I'm a little bit behind. I'm at 56 seconds. So Deuce is bringing the ball up the court. Grimes there. Nice drive by nice cut by Randall. Kicks it out for the 3-point shot. They miss it, but Hartenstein was right there for the tip in with the left hand. 32-18. I'm at 43 seconds. This is Avija. Gives it over to Muscala. Muscala over to Jordan Poole, I believe. Misses that. Shot hit the top of the backboard. Good defense by Deuce. So I mean, it's no difference, man. We make a trade, IQ is gone, and then we using Deuce. So Deuce has actually been playing pretty good, as far as initiating what we do. Deuce may not be contributing offensively, even though he did hit 4 3-pointers last night. You know, he's not necessarily contributing, driving, scoring, making good passes and that type of thing. But defensively, filling spots, what I'm saying, being available, that's what Deuce is doing here. So hopefully, we're playing with the team more often in the rotation that he'll start to contribute a little bit more. But I'm anticipating a big time trade coming. We'll see what happens there. You can't get too attached to certain players. Like, I'm talking about Julius. This is the Julius Randle era, but they can trade Julius. If the Knicks think that that's the right deal, we can end up trading Julius. That'll be very weird. Because that's our top scorer. We would have to replace him with another guy that can do the same things. Especially if we add Julius and another player, we're definitely gonna need a superstar. You wanna talk about people getting mad because we traded RJ and IQ and they think we should have gotten a superstar in return? Trade Julius right now and don't get a superstar back. That's gonna be interesting. Wow, Deuce McBride jumps in there and dunks that ball in there, and that counts. So big time play there by Deuce, man. Wow. We got to see that replay. I mean, that was sneaky, man. I did not see him driving in there. But you want to talk about guys that fit? Look at this off the backboard. He sneaks in there and dunks it there, swinging on the way out. What a play! So Deuce McBride could play, man. I got a chance to watch him a lot in the G League, and he was getting 32, 12 rebounds, 13 assists, that type of thing, 3, 4, 5 steals all in one game. So he does have the offensive potential. It's all about him, taking it easy and letting things come to him. But nice dunk there, sneaking up in there with the dunk tip in just now. Got a lot of athleticism, got a lot of 3-point shooters, man. Knicks are good, bro. They got to be careful with their next move. We're playing so good that we maybe the next move, the front office might think that we're done. You know, After getting OG, they might think we're done. I hope they don't think that way. Because if there's a potential to add a player without messing up this rotation too much, add a player to this roster, to help us out. I think that's the right thing to do. I keep looking at this guy, as we all are. Keep looking at Grimes as the odd man out. Grimes might be a good player. He's doing whatever he's doing, contributing to the team. But I think Deuce eliminates him. You got Grimes out there. I think Deuce eliminates Grimes because Deuce is coming in here doing the exact same thing Grimes is doing. So that means that we have a Grimes replacement. So if we trade Grimes, it wouldn't hurt as much. We definitely got to get rid of Fournier because it's just not fair to him. So like if we end up trading Fournier for like a second round draft pick or whatever, just so another team could get a to get the salary dump or something like that, then I think that's good. What player we get back in return, that's the issue, man. So you want to talk about Muscala? People were complaining, oh, we should get Muscala. Are you willing to trade Fournier for Muscala just to get that player on the roster? You know, Forget about trading for any of those other guys. Are you willing to trade for Muscala? I keep saying Muscala. Capella is what I'm trying to say. Capella in Atlanta. Capella makes about $20 million a year. Fournier makes 18. So if the Knicks decide to make a move here, because we think we have the right guards and forwards around, trading Fournier for Capella in Atlanta, would the Knicks do that? Or would you be okay if the Knicks only did that? Because Hartenstein is playing good, but if we got Capella here, I don't know how you beat us. The Knicks defense, you want to talk about defense, bullying defense, rebounding? I think that solidifies everything. So I was thinking about that today. We didn't get the offensive player, anybody else, attached to that. But getting Capella, who's he's absolutely legit as legit can get as far as centers. But having him come off the bench, man, I think that would be kind of ill. You know, adding to this group, I think that would be kind of ill. Because as soon as Capella comes in there, it's like, teams are never gonna get a break. I like Precious there. Precious, I see like he's starting to get a little bounce in his step there. Precious, he was definitely nervous that first game. So we got another score there. Was that Deuce again? Deuce scored again. Wow, so Deuce has been playing well. Look at Grimes jumping on the ball there. You got Precious there too. So the Knicks are pouncing, boy. Knicks are pouncing on everything. I just mentioned Grimes. The Grimes could possibly be part of a trade or something like that. But he's jumping on the floor, so he fits well, man. So what if we decide not to trade Grimes? What if we decide to keep Grimes and, like I said, trade Fournier for a Capella? You know, that's I think doing that will make us even equally scarier because now you want to talk about everybody keeps talking about defense, but if we trade Fournier for Capella, guys, just think about that for a second. You want to talk about defense? It goes right there with a 3-point shot. They're trying to tip in. The Wizards are fighting for the rebound there. Knicks are just too deep in there. That's why they can't get the rebound. Good defense on the inside, but it's going to be Knicks ball. What I do like is that Josh Hart stood his ground there. You got OG standing his ground. So all of our players stood their ground, even though they weren't able to get the rebound because they just were too deep, I would think. They still stood their ground and caused the Wizards to create that turnover. So good defense by the Knicks there. He goes Deuce, take a step, give it over to Hart in the corner. Hart kicks it back out to Grimes. Grimes fakes the three, crosses over to OG. OG fakes. Get Josh Hart. Knicks are passing up shots here. Somebody's got to shoot it. Here goes OG. Finally gets set off. Oh, in and out 3-point shot. So here comes the Knicks, man. This is a very good defensive unit, man. You want to talk about defense? You got 5 guys here that play really good defense. So here goes Grimes, picks up on the screen there. DeLon drives. I thought DeLon was coming in hot. It goes Crispert for 3. So the Knicks defense was able to let this guy Crispert to get off here. Number 74. What a number. Is that 74 or 24? 74 would be pretty gnarly for a guard. So he goes Deuce, comes around to press the screen there. Doesn't do nothing with it. Finally makes the crossover. Fadeaway kind of jump shot. Not a good play there. Good defense stopping the ball. Deuce way up top. DeLon right going around the screen by Muscala. That's an illegal screen. I want to say that's an illegal screen, but they're going to say that Deuce was moving, huh? Garbage. Muscala, it would literally have 2 hands right on Deuce's hips, and they're going to call a foul on Deuce. So Brunson's coming back in. Offense a little shady right now. Getting Brunson in here with this group to see if that works. Like Tom Thibodeau likes to put these this bench group in here, but you got OG with it, and now you got Brunson. So we're going to see how this group looks. We're definitely going to give Precious a chance. Good defense by the Knicks. OG, Grimes, and Hart doing a great job. You want to talk about 3-man front? The 3-man front preventing penetration. Absolutely great defense there by OG, man. OG and Grimes, they're closing the door on the drive. Here comes Brunson, straight at the middle here. Crispert got ate up by a screen, and then Grimes just launches a 3-point shot. He knocks it down. I'm not a fan of that, but he knocks it down. So good shot by Grimes. Knocks down the 3. All right, let's see the defense here. So Crisper's coming around trying to get that 3-point shot. Grimes got caught in the air. Muscala got caught on the swing. He misses it. OG with a good rebound. Hart, as OG keeps his legs wide, man. I mean, what kind of layup that was that for Grimes, man? Grimes, instead of taking the contact, he decided to shoot the ball over his head. It's crazy. OG, Muscala trying to go at OG, but Muscala ended up getting fouled. That's Crispert? I believe that was Crispert. So Crispert loves to play the Knicks, man. He always has a handful of what do you want to say, pixie dust in his hand. He thinks he's like freaking Lost Boy or something like that. He gets super energy when he plays against the Knicks. So what he's saying, most fourth quarter, this is the last game, Friday. He got 19 points off the bench. And get off it, okay? He did hold us down in that fourth quarter, absolutely. 19 points in the fourth quarter. But we all watched the game. He did score those points, but it's not like he was like, what? It was just more like, oh shit, he made another one. Oh shit, he made another one. Oh shit, he made another one. It wasn't like what. But let people tell that wow, he was doing wow, he was going wow. No, he wasn't. But respect to him though. He did hold us down in that fourth quarter. It was incredible. It goes Precious looking for something here, looking for some action. It go Brunson in there. Precious is inside waiting for the rebound. No movement here. It goes Grimes. Got to just catch and shoot it because that's all he can do. Falls to the floor. Grimes on the D. DeLon right trying to get inside. Knicks do a great job preventing penetration. It goes Crispert. Somehow gets all the way down the teeth of the defense, man. So the Knicks close the door on one guy, and then Crispert eats on the next play. So Crispert, like I said, I don't know what's up with him, man. That dude gets a lot of confidence playing against our team. So look, Josh Hart was a step too slow there, trying to get in there to close off the D. Precious was also caught sleeping a little bit too. I don't think they anticipated Crispert being able to do that. But Crispert got some game, man. What does Crispert have right now? He scored a couple points just now. So Crispert got 6. So basically 2 shots. Makes it seem like he scored like 5 straight, right? So anyway, we got 40 to 28. So we got the Knicks are running their offense. Can't get no movement going on here. So Grimes just now, instead of just simply giving it to Brunson, let me tell you something. Instead of simply giving it to Brunson, Brunson said like this to whoever he was going to pass it to. He said, and then he did like this. He flung it to him, and of course they got a steal. So he did that to OG there. He flung it to OG. So now Grimes is gonna chastise OG, but like, listen, you were supposed to be here. You're supposed to be there. But nah, guess what? You threw the ball in the wrong spot, dickhead. Don't blame it on OG that OG didn't go to the spot. You freaking threw a paper airplane to OG for no reason. You could have just gave it to Brunson and let Brunson run the offense. You know what I'm saying? You're too busy trying to teach him in the middle of a game. Get the fuck out of here. So excuse me if you get traded, buddy. Trish in the place to be. Trish, this your hand. I noticed this. Your YouTube handle is on Trish D33 LGK. You should make that your handle all across all social media, man. So everybody would know exactly who you are. I know on your Twitter you have the '90s Knicks man, but put that Trish D on all your handles. At least make that your Twitter name. Your at Twitter, and also on Instagram too. Make it Trish D, whatever, because people know you from the chats. So it would be cool for people to know that that's you on social medias too. Trish D33 LGK. You should do that before somebody steals it. Or you could just make a number similar to that, and then people will know exactly who you are. So that's pretty cool. So shout out to Trish there. I know Trish is watching. You got Rob Bracey, Rob Bracey in the place. Says, how many times can he take these charges without injury? I don't know. This guy Brunson is built like a tank, man. So if somebody like if you were old or like a little kid getting cracked like that, you would develop like what do you call it? Like a welt on the inside of your body, like a sore, or what do you want to call that? Like a legion. You would get like a blister legion on the inside of your body. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if Brunson has like scar tissue like a motherfucker on the inside, bro. That dude takes a lot of pumping and grinding, like R. Kelly or something. Mega, 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 mix, mix, mix. We got Gideon in the place. Down, down, down. Good evening. Trish said, good evening. Mega said, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Reginald. What up, what up, what up? Up in the Chizat. Rebound are free throws. Wow. Just want to know I Heart won the tip. First time ever, I think. Cool. So what would I do without you guys, man? We watch certain things and keep everybody abreast of the situation. I love it. Sliding on down. Pudge in the place. What up? Salute, salute, salute. He says salute E. Tyrus Jones. Scouting Tyrus Jones. Yeah, he's a guy that we possibly could pick up. But just judging by our guys, man, if we got Tyrus Jones to replace Grimes, that would be decent, but I think we need something else to come in with that. We did that. I think getting Tyrus Jones would totally solidify our offense, as far as our guards and stuff. Tyrus Jones is really good. Here goes Brunson dribbling against Delon. Still able to get that shot. How did he do that? He jumped up and kind of double clutched it a little bit, and then floated it in off the downgrade there. He was coming down off his jump, and he still flicked it in, was able to score that. Wow, man. Big time basketball player. Muscala runs in. He's throwing his hands like crazy, man. Muscala, watch Muscala on these screens. He's literally pushing guys with two hands. I don't understand how they allow that. So Brunson driving there. Nice little change of direction. They're shooting over DeLon. He didn't get that. It falls right on his ass. So here comes. Oh my God. A lot of bonehead plays here by both teams. Grimes over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart always with his marbles. Gets the ball, takes a lot of contact, still able to finish nice and strong. He might be our best finisher on the team. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out my man's name here. Let me get these. It's like a tongue tie because Chris Burt looks a lot like Avija. That's what I'm talking about. Good defense by OG. Slaps the ball up out of Zero's hands. So Zero's complaining a little bit. OG's not even paying him no mind. That's one thing I love about OG. So he gets in there, slaps the ball out. But he doesn't react. He doesn't make any things. People talk junk to him. He just don't even say nothing. He just keeps his mouth shut. So intriguing player, man. I mean, looking at him, man, it just seems like when he's on the roster right now, I know we're missing our guys that we have for a couple of years, but having OG on the team with DiVincenzo and some of these guys, I just feel like the Knicks are about to win the championship, fam. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but it gives me a tingle. I feel like we are like on our way to something special, man. So anyway, here goes Brunson being guarded, excuse me, guarding Delon. He gets lost there. IQ slaps the ball. That should have been goaltending because it was coming down and he slapped the ball out. So that was weird. Brunson with the crossover there. Josh Hart wide open. Misses it. Hartenstein in there for the rebound. So what did they call here? They called a loose ball foul on the Knicks because Gafford just like got manhandled there, got thrown out of the paint. So they called that on the Knicks. So I'm just watching here. This is DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright gets the ball up. It's coming down. That's the goaltending. That's a blatant goaltend. That thing was coming down. And he touched the cylinder. So these refs, tell you, boy, DeLon coming on the screen, the same play, ends up crossing over, ball off the rim. Hartenstein with the rebound from underneath the backboard. Josh Hart on the inside, able to finish nice and strong, even though the defense right there. That's old school. Like I said, like, listen, the Knicks are so good right now. The Knicks are playing so good. We have so much good players that you can literally have a youngster watch the Knicks and you could point to Hart. Look at the way Hart finishes strong. You know, look at Hartenstein with the rebound as he keeps it high, waves his hands. Look at Josh Hart. Doesn't care about the contact, just looking at the thing to finish strong. That's certain things that you could point to a youngster and say, listen, this is what you do. You want to learn how to move and get open, get free off a shot. Watch Brunson. You want to learn how to rebound on the inside as a big man, what you need to do? Look at Hartenstein. You know, they got several plays. You want to learn how to play defense, good team play, how to stay effective and active at all times. Watch OG. Good stuff, man. Jump shots all around. All the Knicks jump shots are nice and clean. When talking about OG's jump shot looks nice and clean. DiVincenzo looks clean. Brunson, you know, Grimes as well. Everybody has clean jump shots, man. So we got a lot to point to if we got a youngster. Like I said, if anybody has young kids, like I got young kids right now, they sleeping right now. They're always getting in trouble. But once they start getting more interest in basketball and I start watching, I can point to watch these games, and we could point to little things to teach your kids. So I hope you guys are doing that, pointing to different things. That's how you really learn the game. You know. Shout out to any kids that's watching, because I was a little kid watching these games by myself. Listening to the radio and whatever, using my imagination and whatever. Hypnotized by Marv Albert on the radio. So a lot of cool things. And so David L says Kuzma 4 for 17 last game, something like that, and he wanted to do that again versus us. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. We'll see. It's a long game, but just judging by the way Washington plays, they're not a smart basketball team. So the Knicks defense and our smart play, because we play boneheaded also, but our defense is so good that the Wizards don't stand a chance today. I don't want to jinx it. Geraldine up in the place. So he's been for Randall and JB every day. So you've been voting. I've been voting too, trying to do my best to vote. But it's over, man. Our fan base is so fickle and so miserable, man. It's unbelievable. So we'll never be able to get anything because Knicks fans expect the championship, but our own players, and we're actually playing good, and they don't want to support them. They still want to be miserable. The majority of the fan base still wants to be miserable. I just don't get it. All right, guys. So here goes Trish. Here she says, "Been sick since right after Christmas on antibiotic, but I might have to join you for a beer tonight at Geraldine. I haven't had a cocktail since Christmas Eve. Been feeling so crappy. So you guys live in the same area? Do you guys actually know each other, or are you guys just drinking together tonight online?" Yeah, I'm not drinking anymore, guys. As you guys know, I was drinking a lot during Christmas. I actually gained 10. I'm not 10 pounds. I gained like 6 pounds. Over the Christmas break. So I got to get myself together. But this is what I'm drinking tonight. Something called Waterloo. I never heard it before, but it's decent. A little bit of what do you call it? Seltzer water, sparkling water. It says with some black cherry flavor, so that's pretty good. Shout out to Waterloo. I recommend it. I wouldn't necessarily look for it. But it's decent. All right, so Trish got a sinus infection, man. Julius all the way to the basket, but then they're gonna call something on the ground there. Julius Randle giving the referees the eye. So the referees right now, they're basically trying to take control of the game. That's what's happening here. So, out of nowhere, all of a sudden they start blowing a whistle. The game it gets boring. The energy gets zapped out the building. So that's how they what they do to stop runs. So now watch Washington going on a run right now. So Trey Jones going all the way to the basket, and just blows a layup there. Josh ends up with the ball after a Hartenstein pass. Julius Randle wide open, fakes the three, dribbles. Julius always has to get that extra step inside, right? He ends up getting fouled. That extra step that Julius always takes is always too far. If he was to stop before that extra step, then that would be perfect. He would have a clear shot at the basket. He's too busy trying to hurt guys and getting that foul. He should be more concentrated on getting the point and let the and one come where it comes. Yeah, man. Knicks D has returned. They got that blue chews. Knicks got the blue chews out this thing, man. Shout out to anybody who knows what a blue chew is. Knicks got the blue chews in their pocket, bro. And that D is back. Back nice and strong. Yep, that D is back.
Nice and strong.
Unbelievable. Give me that D. Nice and strong.
Give me that D. Nice and strong, baby.
I don't know if you guys can hear the sound effects. Oh, that sound effects is crazy, man. Oh my God. But I think that's going to be a part of the show more often, man. But anyway, here goes Trey Jones, gives it over to number 13, back to Trey Jones, back to Poole. Poole literally traveled just now. Like we in a park. He just drove baseline, just threw that shit up, and then the referees had the nerve to call a foul. Look at Josh Hart. Josh Hart is like,
what the fuck you talking about, man? That's some bullshit. I ain't fouling, bro. Come on, man.
He did not foul him at all. Didn't even have contact with him. My man looks just like the dude from the Jeffersons, Mr. Jefferson. Look at Mr. Jefferson. Oh my God. Let me keep scrolling, guys. Keep scrolling down to the end of this chat so I can catch up with you guys. Yeah. Yeah, Chris Bird would have been nice here, especially right now. But the Knicks got our own versions of Chris Bird. So not for nothing, I can see Chris Bird's game definitely fitting in with the way that we play right now. So, that wouldn't be a bad idea. So Trish got some insight here. He said Chris Bird had a meeting with the Knicks and he was caught out on the street with his girlfriend and interviewed briefly. He was bummed big time when he didn't end up here. I get it, man. The Knicks play his style of basketball. He definitely would fit in perfectly. As Brunson just made another score, 50-29. The referees tried to take the Knicks out this game here. Kuzma comes in there, floater in the paint. He tried to throw an alley-oop just now. He was at the dotted line trying to throw an alley-oop to somebody. I mean, look at Julius with the interior pass to OG walking right with him. We need to see that replay again. Did you see that? Good pass by Julius, man. Well, we need to see that replay again because Julius was rocking, but this guy OG was standing right there, walking right with him. Perfect. Float off the back rim there. Trey Jones right now, for all the skills that he has there. Look at Gafford going and playing hard there, trying to get inside. And then he blows the layup. So they're gonna say that Brunson fouled him. Get the fuck out of here. So whatever, you can have it. So what's the play here? This is when Brunson made the little shot there, in and out, pull up, mid-range jump shot. He knocks that down. So I want to see the other play. So they infatuated with Brunson, made the young kid, that's Koulibaly, whatever his name is, made him hit the floor there. Unbelievable. Big time play there. So I want to see that Julius play over again. And Julius was driving nice and smooth, and OG was right next to him, just walking pacefully right next to him. Oh, sweet. Man, I'm trying to tell you, there's so much things that you could point to youngsters just now. Now, I wish I could have that replay of that play there, but Julius was coming down, but OG was coming down with him just in the same pace right there. And then when it came down to it and they got right to the basket, all he had to do was drop it to OG, and then OG laid it up. Perfect, man. Just smart. Look at OG's 7'2" wingspan, able to stop that rebound. Oh, unbelievable. Man, the Knicks look good. Oh, bro, just getting one player. I can't believe the Knicks got so much better. I get one player. Julius fakes a three. Not a good shot. DiVincenzo comes in there. Oh, my God. Randall tried to tomahawk that in there. Well, he's throwing his – that's the new thing, I guess, right? Doing that. That's the new thing. Before they used to do the muscle pump like that. Now they're doing this now like that. Whatever. I like it, though. So Julius is looking to take his head off, man, but he had the frame of mind. Look at the inside. Good pass by the Knicks there. So gotta call that timeout, Washington. Washington Wizards are getting smoked right now. So listen, 30-56, man. The Knicks are up by 26 right now. Back-to-back games where we're smoking teams like this. Of course, against this Wizards team, we should be smoking them. But the Knicks, like I said it earlier, the Knicks usually let teams stay in this, man. But I love that the Knicks are playing hard, man. That would have been crazy if Julius looking like, I like it. Step back 3-point shot. Look at DiVincenzo inside to Randall. Wow, Randall with the butter soft touch there, taking the pop and get the layup right off the top. I got bars. Nice no look pass there for Ihart, but Ihart doesn't get that dunk if he doesn't make that cut. If Ihart doesn't make that cut and still keep his eye on the ball, then he doesn't get that dunk there. So hey, big time stuff here for the Knicks. Scrolling down here. Yeah, that's important, Trish, man. A lot of they say, "Oh, no one wants to come here." I know I say that a lot. I used to say that a lot. Nobody wants to come here, but they didn't at one point. But now we're getting to a point where players want to come here now. You're talking about low level guys. They want to come here because they know that they're going to get some good work here as far as defense and they people watching the game. They'll say that I can see myself playing with these guys. So Chris Bird absolutely will fit in. I think Chris Bird is right along the lines of a Grimes, Josh Hart, DiVincenzo. He's right on that line there. But the Knicks already got those guys. So sorry for Chris Bird. So here goes old head. Shout out to old head. He's the hero. Are the Knicks good, or is this another trade coming? Oh man, man, stressful. I know I've been talking about it, for the last few minutes or so. I'm trying to catch up with these comments. But yeah, man, the Knicks are good. Knicks are good right now. Knicks are really good. But that we're so good here that we smoke Philly, so we could talk our shit. So they're gonna get a chance to watch the tape and figure out what they did wrong against us. We gotta end up playing the Bucks again. We won't play the Bucks again to the playoffs. We play Boston, I believe, again soon. So we got these teams, that we're gonna be playing against here. We have to take care of the Wizards and stuff like that. So it's the confidence that we have as a families watching these guys. They gotta have confidence too. This next team's confidence is right along our lines of confidence too. So I say all that to say, that I think we could walk into the playoffs with this group and be fine. But I just, like I mentioned earlier, Ohead, if what if we traded Fournier for Capella? It's not that superstar scorer or anybody that people keep talking about. It's not the Murray trade. We didn't make a Murray trade. Not for nothing. I think Murray's a knucklehead. So aside from that skill set and stuff like that, I think would fit. But I think what Murray brings is kind of like a luxury a little bit. It would be like a little bit of a luxury there. Hartenstein on the inside. He threw it behind the back pass to Randall. Randall was open too. If Randall was ready for that pass, Randall had to dunk this just now. But the Knicks are being too cute, and they got to reel that in. Can't be too cute, man. But yeah, man, if we bring in Murray, now we got an extra score that's going to take away from the team play. I like what DiVincenzo's doing in the starting lineup, man. Kuzma, nice little floating fadeaway hook shot, looked really nice. But I like DiVincenzo, man, because he's a team player. He can shoot the shot, team player. Brunson's a heavy ball handler. So my thing, can Murray play that off the ball like that? Can he play the way that DiVincenzo's playing? That shooter spot. DiVincenzo fits it perfectly. He just shot a 3-point shot. He missed it. But can Murray play that role there? Because DiVincenzo got it locked down. So do you trade for Murray for him to come off the bench? I don't think that's a good idea. Here goes Kuzma on the inside. Good defense by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with the excellent defense on a dude with like 5 inches on him. Pause. 4 inches on him. Sheesh. Hartenstein able to get inside, interior pass to Josh Hart. Josh Hart comes out of the paint, comes onto the elbow, trying to give Julius the ball. Julius gets it at the logo there. Smart cheat. Posting, little fade on the inside. Left-handed shot, gets blocked, get his own rebound. Hartenstein is there fighting strong. So listen, man, the Knicks are doing an absolutely great job inside and out, man, doing everything against this Washington Wizards team. Not for nothing, we did it to Philly last night too. So yeah, man, I'm just wondering if we get Murray, would that mess up the chemistry? Because Murray's, like I said, Murray's a knucklehead. Murray had the nerve to talk shit about Popovich, man. On his way out, he had bad words to say about Popovich. Oh, he's a know-it-all and this, that, and the other. Look up his comments about Popovich and the Knicks. DeJounte Murray. You know what? Let's look it up. DeJounte Murray comments on Popovich. Who is John Cena Murray? Lord have mercy. Let's do the whole thing here. John Cena marry? Lord have mercy. So let's check this out. Uh, Devontae is Jajante, right? So Jajante Murray Popovich. Just look that up real quick. So Hawk. So he says he clears the air over things. So we'll click that. Let's look down. Jajante Murray shows Greg Popovich love. Okay, but I want to see what he said before. Before that support of supports Greg Popovich. So here he goes. This is like a secondary site here, but he did say it though. So July 11th. So I wonder if this is it here. So we'll click that and we'll read that in a second. Uh, so there he goes. DeJounte opens up about Spurs coach Popovich after trade. So just the Knicks are kicking ass right now, 60-36. It looks like the Wizards there. Julius Randle got a steal. I missed that. Full head of steam there on the inside with a nice dunk. So that's one thing with Julius. Julius is able to get out in transition, man. He's super athletic. So we'll take a look at this article in a second, man. We got Jordan Poole, full head of steam, dribbling to nowhere. He had his head down for Christ's sake. Chris Burst ends no, that's Avija ends it with the ball, gets the shot. And Dante, full head of steam, throws the ball up to Julius. Julius sidestep 3-point shot. Wow. Josh Hart is there. Julius able to tap that down inside to DiVincenzo and turnover. So like the Knicks are getting a little too cute here. So Jordan Poole's able to lay it up over the top. So is Tom Thibodeau going to call a timeout? I wonder. 60-38. So here goes Brunson bringing the ball down the court. So the Knicks are acting as if they're down. The Knicks always play like they're down, but we're up by 22 points, man. If that's my math is good. Those Brunson step back 3-point shot off the front rim. DiVincenzo taps it, so they're gonna call a foul. So while Brunson is getting ready for these free throws, let's take a look at this article. So I just wanted to look up those comments there. So I'm just looking at say while the Spurs likely fighting for bracing for DeJounte had talks before the trade. Okay, it was something me and Pop already talked about before it was done. I already knew what it was, and Pop knew what it was because that was our conversation. But at the end of the day, we all understand the business. Okay, scrolling down here, they just want what's best for Dejounte. That's something that you got to respect. I have a lot of respect for the organization because I feel that like it's rare for them to send me somewhere I wanted to go. Okay, cool. So this is his cleaned up comments, man. Because I swear to God, I saw an article, with them talking junk about Popovich. So this is him opens up and clears the air. So all these articles of him clearing the air. So clearing the air for what? That means that he said something before, right? So I know I'm not crazy. So let's see what this is. This is Reddit. And so Reddit is now we getting hearsay now. DeJounte spoke about how the Spurs tried to break him. There you go. So this is Ashley Nicole Moss. I blocked her on all social media, man. But it is what it is. So this is her thing here, and she makes her little video and stuff. So shout out to Ashley Nicole Moss that I blocked on all social media. She says that the Spurs trying to break him. That's what he said, and said if that happens more often than not with problem players, his response only in San Antonio. So I remember those quotes. So you can look deeper into that. But yeah, man, not a fan of Ashley Nicole Moss, man. I told you I blocked her on all social media. She blocked me on I forgot what it was. I think she blocked me on Twitter because I think we were arguing about something, and she's like very arrogant, man. So she said something, so she blocked me. So I said, you know what, fuck you, man. I blocked her on everything, so you can't see nothing that I got either, you freaking asshole. So I blocked her on Instagram, YouTube. I started a LinkedIn account. I blocked her on LinkedIn account on LinkedIn. You know what I'm saying? I started a freaking what is it called? Chinese Twitter or Chinese Instagram or whatever it is. I started that, and I started my own account and blocked her there too. You know what I'm saying? I actually started open up a new Black Planet account and I blocked her on Black Planet too. And so the hell with her, man. If I ever meet her in person, when we get a chance to work with her, that's cool. But I'll tell her about herself when I see her. After I give her a hug and all that stuff. So don't judge me. After I give her a hug, smell her up one time, you know, shake her hand with two hands. You know what I'm saying? Pimp shit. Then I'm gonna let her know about herself. So anyway, scroll scroll it down. Anyway, scrolling down, scrolling down. Senzo gang, baby. Let's keep the winning streak going. Strolling, strolling. Capella off the bench. Yeah. Capella off the bench with $20 million is crazy. But, with I heart the way he's playing, how excellent he's playing. Imagine Capella coming off the bench. Wow. it started. I started a Christian Mingle account and blocked on that. Okay, mi gente. You know, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Yeah, Cruz is wild. Cruz is wild. So Cruz is another one who would love walking Bryant Park doing Fashion Week. They all auditioning. Yeah, Kuzma will be here trying to build this brand. All of a sudden he'll be selling all kind of like snakeskin, snakeskin boots and panther perfumes and all kind of stuff. You know, crazy. Ashley, a cutie for real though. Oh head, are we gonna go down a rabbit hole? Let's do it. Let's do it. Ashley Nicole Moss, baby, is she cute? Look at this picture. Mm, look at this. This is the one she always uses. Is it cute? Look at this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I'm not the best looking motherfucker in the world either, man. But listen, I'm having fun. I don't care. Let's take a look at her thing. There. So look, I blocked her, so I can't even look her up. I just letting you know I blocked her, baby. Look at that. Blocked, blockity Blake blocked. You know what I'm saying? Look at her profile picture. Is she cute? Mm. Listen, man, I'm like what I want to say. I'm about how old am I now? I'm about say like eight. Let me give myself 7. I'm 7 years away from being cute. Okay, so I think the last time I was cute, I think my little guy was born. So I haven't been cute since my little guy has been born, man. So 7 years I've been under the, behind the 8 ball, looking like dad, like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Almost looking like a abuela. Looking like grandpa out here. So I'm trying to fix that in 2024. I should have been already on it, but got to get myself together, fix it myself up for 2024. And so here we go. Julian says Ashley, yikes, sexy ass, hated her takes. I can pull that. Mm, I think you could. I seen Julian on social media. I don't think me and Julian on Instagram, but I know me and Julian are on Twitter. Julian's a good looking guy. You got these beautiful avatars and stuff, man. So I think you probably could pull Ashley. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. She seems like a nice girl. I think if you're having a conversation, she seems like a girl that was probably, raised a certain way. So she probably has her little things. She actually had all jokes aside, she actually had a good comment earlier, man. I can't remember what she was talking about, but she was talking about the goats. They always talking about the goats. So she kind of shut down the conversation with a bunch of like, metrosexual dudes in the group that she was talking to, and she's like the most masculine person in the whole group there. Which is kind of crazy. But she schooled them on why Jordan is the goat, but Kobe Bryant is her goat, and there's a difference between that. I think that was a good take. You know what I'm saying? So she has that masculine energy. But my thing is, the masculine energy only works when you're working around guys that are all like feminine. So everybody that was in her group that she was talking to, that pod that she was on, they all like feminine. Kind of like shaky a little bit. Like guys that talk like this, like really? Oh my god, are you serious? Guys that talk like that, kind of like feminine, kind of. So she was dominating because she's sitting there talking to them like this. She's talking to them like this, looking in the camera with her hands sitting back talking to them like this while they're like, really? Get out of here. Are you serious? Wow. Those guys are talking like that. So, she does have that energy. So I think if anybody was pursuing her, I think she would be dope. Probably. But like I said, I blocked on all social media, so it is what it is. Let me see. Slow it down. Slow it down. Say, young E, listen, I'm still waiting for 33 Let's go. I don't know if you want to propose to Ewing. Ewing seems like he's a little like, but I mean, once guys like Ewing get older and they get into their like, 50s, 40s, and 50s, all of a sudden they calm down. So he's one of those guys that's been like, that's one thing with athletes. Those guys are 16 years old forever. They're like their entire career, even after their career, they're gonna be 16 years old forever. So a guy like Ewing, after he done coached some guys and stuff like that, at this point in Ewing's career, Ewing's life, he's probably like at the age now to really date somebody and become like a real, really good partner, you know. So I can't even imagine it. Could you imagine just being super athletic, right? I remember being super athletic, but could you imagine being super athletic and being super rich and popular and powerful? Man, that's like hard to shake. Like, how do you deal with that? You would need like a counselor or somebody to help you deal with all that pressure, man. Because could you imagine that? I remember being extremely athletic. I've been extremely athletic a few times, a few different times throughout my life, right? So I know what that feels like. When you're athletic, man, you feel like you can do anything. But could you imagine if you're super athletic, but then you have like $10 million in your bank account? You know what I'm saying? And everybody around you is broke, and you're the one with the money, and you got the name recognition, the power, and all this other stuff. Could you imagine that? And you'll not only have that at basically at when he came into the NBA at age 20 or 21. So from 21 years old, you already got the name and power and the athleticism, but now you got the money, and then the name recognition. So who could tell you anything? Who could tell you anything? So it's not easy. So I tip my hat off to athletes, man. There's a lot of pressure, a lot of things going on with them. There's even guys, that I know that they have a little bit of fame, and you still can't talk to them. But meanwhile, I got more money in my pocket than they do. You know what I'm saying? Because they just have the fame, but they just don't have the money to match the fame. You know what I'm saying? But you still can't really talk to them, man. So that's that alone. Human nature with certain things, man. They say if you give money and power to somebody, then you really see who they are. So I would hate to see myself in that way, but I don't think I would be that way. I don't think I would change that to that degree. But anyway. So he said, "Nah, bro, we're gaining weight over the years, but I'm confident." Yeah, I'm confident too, but I love my wife though, and I love my living situation. So I don't feel like losing it right now. I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna be good to my wife for as long as I can, as long as I'm able to. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike K. So this is Mike K here. I heart 10 rebounds, 4 steals that they have. Incredible. So no halftime report today, man. What do we need a halftime report if we're up by 20? So I guess I'll do a quick glance at it, but I'm not going to do the full halftime report, man. We are smoking these cats. Look at Paul. Look at Chris Paul. There was some. I'm looking at some of them talking about Chris Paul. So Chris Paul might have hurt his hand here, but there was some people talking about we should trade for Chris Paul. Yeah, people love names, man. They're not watching the Knicks. They just want that name, Chris Paul. Let's bring Chris Paul here. Do the Knicks need Chris Paul? I don't think so. You know. I'll give you this. I'll say Ashley on Knicks fan TV. She probably was the best commentator on that squad. But like I said, don't want to diss those guys there. But I mean, like she's has that masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? She tries to keep that New York masculine energy out there. And a lot of times she's more masculine. A lot of times she's more masculine than the guys that she's on the panel with. So that's her problem there. So I'm looking at some crazy stuff here with the Memphis Grizzlies here and LeBron James. Just weird. So I don't want to get distracted by this garbage ass game here. I think the Knicks play the best basketball in the league, to tell you the truth. You know. So scrolling down here. So this, I mean, come on, man. Let's not make this all about this young lady. See, look, I'm not gonna post that, Pudge, man. Pudge, you can't be saying stuff like that, man. So CP broke his hand. Oh man, it's right on cue there. So if CP broke his hand, I think it's time to retire, fam. It might be time to retire. Even though he's still capable, it might be time for him to retire. So it looked like IQ almost hit a game winning shot there. This is a big thing here too, man. So I can't really show you guys, but my man Dylan from Westchester Knicks, he signed with the Lakers. He had 33 rebounds the other day. 33 rebounds. So I mean, the G League is different, man. That dude does not look like a rebounder, but he just happened to be in the right place at the right time. But 33 rebounds in one game, that's incredible, man. So I'm looking at the screen now. They're saying that he signed a 2-way contract with the Lakers. So good for him. We don't want to keep everybody in the stash because we don't have room for them. But a good guy like that goes to the Lakers. The Knicks allow him to get the opportunity to show his skills. He's a little older. I believe they said he was 27 there, so he's a little older. So him finally getting the opportunity to play for a team with the Lakers, that's a good look for them. Will he make a contribution to that team? I don't think so. But just for him to get the opportunity to play in the NBA club, get some bread in his pocket, I think that's a good look there. So shout out to Dylan Windler, I think his name is, from our G League team, signed with the Lakers. So good luck to him. 33 rebounds is a lot, man. I don't care what level of basketball you're on, 33 rebounds, that's a lot of work. So good luck to him, man. That's a fact, bro. I envy men with a family. Facts. Had one divorce 5 years ago. That's another story. Hey, listen, I was with my original son's mother for some time too. So when things go bad, they can go bad. But when you look back at it, like, tell me if this is true. When you look back at it, you're more pissed off at the time you wasted. Because you look back, there was red flags like crazy. You could have been got out that relationship, but you didn't. Like, you allowed it to go so bad that it had to go to divorce, and that the divorce had to go horrible and all that. And what role did you play in it? What role did they play in it? How much did you make it worse than it needed to be? You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of things you think about after the fact. And then it's really the time. With my son's mother, I feel like I wasted like a good, how long? A good 8 years of my life. A good 8 years of my life fooling around with that lady. You know what I'm saying? I got a son out of it. I don't even talk to my son, which is crazy. So I love my son. I don't know if my son is purposely not talking to me for a reason, and I'll find out later. But I kind of got an opinion about it. So we'll see. Hopefully we get to talk about it one day. But that's the only thing that you wish that you can get back is the time. Because those 8 years, if I could have did something different during those 8 years, I would have. Absolutely. I absolutely would have changed a lot of things that I did during that 8 year time. You know, but it is what it is. That grows you as a person, right, Joe? You go through your stuff. Divorce and all this other stuff. But you come back stronger, baby. So that's good stuff. That's Mike K. Mike K said, I remember one time that back when Ashley was complaining about how people were nasty on social media. The white knights lined up to a console. Yeah, the chivalry people, right? Everybody that thinks they're gonna get some boom boom tomorrow. But then the diehard was like, "Look, young woman, that was me. I said that. Yo, shout out to Julito. I think that was the last straw. She had an argument with Julito, but she's trying to get on Julito. Julito was very good with his words, man. So I think Julito handled that situation perfectly. I believe it was on Spaces or was it on Knicks Fan TV? No, it was on Knicks Fan TV, and then it spilled off over into Spaces. So I mean, you can't get off of Julito. Julito got away with words, man. So Julito let her have it. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to come at him with that masculine energy. But listen, man, if you're gonna come out with somebody with that energy, you got to be ready to throw your hands. Because guys don't play that shit. Most guys, you start talking that shit. That's why girls always throwing the B word out and stuff like that. I know guys that will kill you over saying the B word. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you're gonna say the word, you got to be ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? So, I've used the word a couple times. I used it recently, with somebody on social media. You know what I'm saying? So that day of reckoning is coming, I guess. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, man. If once you have that energy, you got to be ready to follow through. You can't throw a fit now. First, you got that masculine energy, and then now you're gonna throw that Karen energy right after that, and then you're gonna block everybody, and then you're gonna storm off. I can't take with that. It's not good for my social. It's not good for my mental health. Like, yeah, it's not good for my career and my mental health. Yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? Watch your energy. Watch your energy. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, she gives good takes sometimes, man. But like I said, the energy is what I don't like about her. But it's all right. So here we go. So we're talking about Knicks Fan TV today. Let me see. This is right here. So this is Alex. He says Alex from Knicks Fan TV finna get fired too. Yeah, man. Alex is one of those guys. He's like when I be making fun of guys that change their voice when they talk online. He's one of those guys that do that. He's like, "Hi guys, welcome to the blah blah blah." Yeah, gee, Willikers, like talk regular, dude. So I mean, he's good as an anchor, so he's gonna end up being something somewhere. So shout out to him. He has a good skills to be like a corporate anchor. So him getting the experience there on Nick Fan TV is good. So he'll go on to something else, and you'll probably see him hosting something one day. So shout out to him, man. I'm not dissing nobody for what they do, but everybody has their lane. Everybody has their lane. I'm gonna still keep it real no matter how I do it. People tell me to stop cursing. People tell me maybe I should stop stuttering. Some people tell me I should stop talking, stop saying that type of stuff. But I'm just gonna talk how I normally talk. There comes a time and a place for me to talk a certain way, and I will. You know what I'm saying? But right now, this is my channel, and you can go fuck yourself. That's how it goes. Yeah, 33 boards, 23 points. That's a big thing there. So we're about to get back into action. Uh exactly, Ero, in the middle of my years, 27 to 38. Yeah, that's a rough time, man. 27 to 38. When I was going through my shit, man, that was like from my younger years. I was in like maybe like 21, from like 21 to 27, or 20 from like about 20, 21 to 27. Maybe not 28, because 27 is when I stopped the bullshit. So, it wasn't 8 years, maybe it was like 7 years of being in limbo, but it is what it is. Peace to my son. If he's watching, I love you, boy. Please answer your damn phone sometimes, kid. So anyway, Knicks letting the Washington Wizards get out there on a fast break here. So that's one way to get a team back into it, is letting them run fast break on you, giving them some confidence. It's Kerry Cox in the place. Kerry Cox, we got a chance to talk about some stuff, man. But we're gonna end up talking about some stuff throughout this podcast because the Knicks are whipping their ass. So as long as the Knicks can stay up by over 20, we should be fine. DiVincenzo's getting mauled there right in front of the ref, and ref didn't call nothing. Julius spinning on Kuz. Nice little move there off the backboard. Beautiful. Incidental contact there. Julius Randle's looking for a foul. Incidental. If you're gonna bump a guy and they bump you back, you gotta eat it, baby. It goes Poole, catches the ball. DiVincenzo is gonna lock his ass up, man, as he's been doing it there. Poole pulls up for a shot off the back rim. It goes, wow. Avija with the rebound. Avija will be a nice pickup for the Knicks one day. He's seems like a Knicks style of player. Look at Poole trying to play defense there. Goes right around Brunson. Brunson not even worried about him. He's got two hands on him. Julius got caught in the cut there, but Kuzma returned the favor and blocked it right in his face. So we got Avija there with another layup. So we're gonna get a timeout. 20-second timeout. 20-second timeout. So Tom Thibodeau right on cue there gets a timeout. You can see him right. Tom Thibodeau's upset. So let's get the guys together, man. Get the guys back on track. A little bit too cocky out there, too confident with these Knicks. But we allowed them to get a couple fast breaks in there to cut the lead here. So listen, the lead is cut down to 14, son. So we'll see what happens here. Knicks got to put the brakes back on. Keep scrolling down. She probably should have made one, but somebody like her, she's just trying to ride coattails on the way up. So Knicks Fan TV was already rocking. That's when they got rid of Jay Ellis. Remember that? Jay Ellis was not part of Knicks Fan TV, and Jay Ellis was simulcasting with Knicks Fan TV. You know what I'm saying? But people gravitated to Knicks Fan TV because of the name recognition. Nick of Time, Knicks Fan TV. People go into Knicks Fan TV due to the name recognition. Let's keep that a buck, okay? So as soon as they got big, Jay Ellis all of a sudden is not a part of them anymore. And then all of a sudden you got this girl, Ashley Nicole Moss. So, where did she come from? She didn't build that channel up. She just came on as somebody that Knicks Fan TV brought in to big themselves up also to get the female fan base. And you know what it is. Bring her in there to bring up the female fan base in New York. Also, for Ashley to big up herself, man. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But you gotta remember history. You gotta remember what things happen as things go up. But not for nothing. Shout out to CP from Knicks Fan TV. He does a good job. Being like that New York City style host. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he wants to do. He wants to be that anchor. He wants to get the job that dude from the New York Post has. He wants that type of job. So I mean, he'll be absolutely great on it. So somebody like that has the foresight to know what you want out of something, go full steam on it, and really make a career, almost make a career out of it, make a big name out of yourself. And that's exactly what it is, man. So it's good. All you gotta do is tip your hat to the dude, because he ended up doing something and getting exactly what he came to do. So always got to tip your hat to guys like that. CP, shout out to CP with Knicks Fan TV, man. Absolutely. Scroll down. Yeah, call your dad, honor your parents. I got an issue with my pops too. My pops wants me to put him on a pedestal. But listen, man, come see your grandkids. How about that? I don't got time to bring my grandkids to you. I'm working all these hours the way that he did when he was young. You know what I'm saying? So my dad didn't do a good job of bringing me to his parents. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Same thing is happening in reverse. So listen, you got to come to us. You know what I'm saying? Call us and see what we're doing. See how you can get in. Call my wife. That's what you have to do. I'm not putting my dad on a pedestal. Those days are over. You know, and there's no regrets on my part either, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm living my life. I already did everything I needed to do, and I said everything I needed to say. So if the message wasn't received, that's not on me. You know, same thing with anybody. Like even my son. I've been through the messages out there. So you know, it is what it is. You try your best. If you know you tried your best, then that's the best that you can do, right? Some people think they tried their best, but then when something bad happens, they're like, "Oh my god, I should have called him." Not me. Here goes OG in the corner, knocks down that three. So here comes the Knicks right now. After the timeout, the Knicks are gonna clamp back on the defense. Here goes Kuzma trying to match on the other side, and he does. Shoots a three right in front of OG there. So this is nothing. This is Washington Wizards going on a nice little run, as NBA teams supposed to. So they go on their run, they cut the lead to 10. So all the Knicks need to do is get the clamps back on there and do what they did in the first half. Julius gets all the way to the basket, a little bit too hard. So here we go, fast breaks here. So wow, look at this. All the way inside there. Are they gonna call blocking foul? Nope, they call a offensive foul. So good play there by Brunson. So they want to review it. This guy Avija wants to review it. But look, full head of steam. He's looking right at Brunson and runs right into him. You know what I'm saying? So he wants to say that Brunson was moving. No, he wasn't. He went right into him. At some point there, he could have pulled up at like around the foul line, and then it would have been fine. You know, Brunson back out to from OG there, top of the key, takes a screen, pulls up for three, off the front of the rim. Hartenstein just missed the rebound. So here we go, another fast break attempt here. So listen, Knicks need another. I think the Knicks need another timeout because it's amazing. We called the timeout, but then now we're still doing the same shit. So they cut the lead to less than 10 here. So DiVincenzo got it. So right now, the only thing that's happening with the Knicks is they're making mistakes, and the Wizards are running down their mistakes. Another rebound there by Gafford. So Knicks need to stop the ball. Here they go on a semi-fast break. Look at Avija, kicks it out to Kuzma for a transition three. He misses that. So if he made that three, then we need another timeout. But the Knicks are making mistakes, and the Wizards are running on us. Brunson, foul line extended, floater, no good. So here comes Wizards again, getting out on a fast break there. Poole absolutely had numbers there. Gives it back out to Kuzma for a three. So was that a three? That was a three. So right now, absolutely, Knicks need to call a timeout. So right now, the Wizards got a full head of steam. And it's not having to do with the offense. It has everything to do with the Knicks' mistakes, Knicks making bonehead plays, and the Wizards coming down and running us down on every single play. So now the Knicks have cut the lead. They cut the lead down to 6. Knicks are still up, though. So the Knicks, another timeout. We got to make another conversation here because whatever he said to him, whatever the Tom Thibodeau said to the Knicks during that little time wasn't the right thing. So now you got to reiterate and allocate. You know what I'm trying to say? So Ellis always had Nick of Time TV. He did, but he decided to simulcast with Knicks Fan TV. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's what helped build up both clubs there, both channels. But Knicks Fan TV definitely got the better side of that. It ended up being like as if that Nick of Time TV was a guest of Knicks Fan TV, but I don't think that was the case. Because if anything, I found Nick of Time TV before I found Knicks Fan TV. I used to actually watch the show on Nick of Time TV when it first came when I first came to find them. You know what I'm saying? Because I found Sims channel first. I found Nothing But Knicks first when I was on YouTube. I found YouTube. I said, "Oh shit, look at Nothing But Knicks." And that's the first channel that I saw. The second one, not the second channel, but one of the other major channels that I found was the Nick of Time channel. So I used to watch them. I didn't really, anyway, I used to watch them, but then they started to simulcast with Knicks Fan TV. So, almost exclusively, Jay Ellis stopped doing the pod with all the rest of the guys that he had, before. If you remember, he had a group of people. A female was there; she was pretty good. And there was a couple other people that were pretty good on his channel too. They were actually in the music studio. I don't know if you guys remember that. That was a while ago. You know what I'm saying? That's how he used to do it early on. But then he just gave up that whole part of his show to just do simulcasts with Knicks Fan TV. So it's interesting history. You look back at how things grew, how things changed and stuff. So anyway, enough of that stuff already, man. Let's keep scrolling down here. So Yeah, man, this is not good. So this is it right here. What the Knicks have to do after this timeout right now, you wonder what Tom Thibodeau is telling them. Like what Tom Thibodeau's like, Jesus Christ, you motherfuckers and motherfuckers. That's not the. That's not. I hope that's not what he's telling them. I'm hoping it's like, come on, guys, get it together. We're making mistakes and we're allowing these guys to run us down. You know what I'm saying? We got to take care of the basketball, move the ball, find the right shot, stop forcing, stop being too cute. You know what I'm saying? They're getting out on us on the run, and we can't get back. You know what I'm saying? So look, clean up on what we're doing here, play some Knicks basketball, get back into it, get back locked in your clamps, and let's get this game back to where it needs to be. And I think if they do that after this timeout, I think the lead is going to go back up to 12 easy. So we'll see here. iHeart screen for Brunson gets in there. Wizards is doing a good job of closing the door there. Julius wasn't ready for that pass. Pump fake gives it over to OG. Back to Brunson. Crossover on Avija. Avija pushes him. Fadeaway jump shot. And Brunson still knocks it down after getting slapped up. He got pushed by Avija, lost his footing, and then got pushed again by Kuzma. So good play by Brunson, man. What a shot, man. You just got to give up to the guys like this, man. They're just so good. Look at Brunson. Takes the push from Avija and then gets fouled by Kuzma and still makes the shot. What in the hell? Big time play. So that's it right there. You want to talk about superstars, you want to talk about all-star, whatever. Brunson is it. Brunson might not make the all-star team though this year. Don't be mad if he doesn't. There's a lot of guards in the NBA, so there's a lot of popularity contests too when it comes down to it. But we'll see. Brunson is on pretty high on the popularity contest, so maybe he might get picked ahead. But you're talking about guys like Trae Young. Trae Young is averaging a double-double. 20 almost, I think 27 points and like 12 assists, if I'm not mistaken. That's a big time. That's a big time play there. Big time player. But they're not winning. So DiVincenzo fakes it, gets it back to Brunson, back to Julius. Julius is double team. So good defense here by the Wizards. It's not a zone per se, but they're definitely clamping the Knicks down here. So transition play here, Poole, transition in and out three. So those transition plays is what's killing. OG just gave it back to Brunson with Poole right there. I mean, guys need to pay attention. Brunson comes across the screen here into Hartenstein. So the Knicks are doing a good job penetrating their defense. Nice layup with the left hand, Mr. Hartenstein. So Hartenstein's absolutely communicating on defense. You see guys talking. When Mitchell Robinson is out there, I don't think Mitchell Robinson talks like that. So Hartenstein out there with the talking, letting guys know, I'm here. Go left. I think that can't be understated. The Wizards just threw the ball out of bounds there. So that's the Knicks defense is clamped in again. Communication, hands out, staying big. So here comes Brunson now. So Brunson being guarded by two guys. They illegal defense much. So they do have like a pseudo zone going on here. DiVincenzo launches the three, misses that. So the Knicks are not taking the right shot here. Here goes Poole on a fast break. Good defense by DiVincenzo ever to stop the ball, but they did call a foul. So, I mean, they do have a pseudo zone. I just don't understand it because Gafford was all the way underneath the basket while Hartenstein was at the top of the key. So my thing is, who is Gafford guarding? So that's like illegal defense to me. So, we'll see. See how this goes. We're not gonna take this easy win for granted. No, we're not. Definitely got to respect everybody in front of you. Yeah, man. Definitely got to respect this any squad that's out there. Got to respect everybody. Here goes Jones. So Jones is a good player. Today's not necessarily playing his best game, but he's a good basketball player. But I think we got to trade Jones on our squad. His name is DiVincenzo. So getting him again, now we got two DiVincenzos. Yeah. It goes Brunson wide open there, but the referees call something off the ball, so it's a legal defense. So just right off the bat, remember I was saying that Gafford was too far underneath the basket, and I'm saying, Dan, that's a legal defense. He literally just called that play just now. They just called the legal defense just now. The Wizards are on a zone, and Gafford is way too deep. He's not guarding anybody. That's a legal defense. So I literally just said that just now, and then just now the Wizards got called for it. So that's going to help out because the Wizards are absolutely cheating on defense right now. They're sending two players to double team, and then the center is standing underneath the basket, guarding nobody. OG over to Brunson. Brunson top of the key. He's gonna take a hard side screen. One thing about Brunson, he 90% of the time will take the screen. Every once in a while, like I want to say 1 out of 10 times he'll go the opposite way, but he usually takes the screen every single time. Like I said earlier, if you want to teach somebody the game of basketball, just let them watch the Knicks. Knicks do a good job, man. Knicks players, I should say, not Tom Thibodeau's offense, but the Knicks players, they do a really good job of executing. Hartenstein standing there, being available, not creating any problems on defense there on the pick. DiVincenzo gets all the way to the basket but blows it. I know he hates himself there. He's holding his head. Transition 3-point shot by Kuzma. This has been killing the Knicks all day because the Wizards don't have anything going offensively in the half court set. But they're coming down on these fast breaks and lighting the Knicks up, man. So that sucks. 74-69. Now it's a 5-point game. So the Wizards are not that good, man. But the Knicks, look at Tom Thibodeau. Let Tom look like he's gonna slap everybody. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand it. Tom. That's why I say Tom Thibodeau, I think is out of here. Not saying that his coaching style is outdated or anything like that, because he's talking to some grown men, so they can deal with his style of coaching. They're not even paying him attention really too much. They're listening to him a little bit. You see Ryan Archinato adding to it, Josh Hart and thing. I would like to see them to lock up. You see Tom Thibodeau, the way he's talking to them and writing on the board. Everybody's kind of just chilling. But my thing is that he's writing there. He's writing extremely slowly. See how slow he's writing? You know what I'm saying? So the timeout, what are we doing in the timeout to slow things down? So he's running up a play. What is he saying? Not really, not even saying much. He said, fuck. That's all he's saying. Fuck. let me write up this play. We waste half the time out just writing. And then when I start talking, fuck. Ay. Derek Harper. Derek Harper was a good player, man. Everybody forgets how old Derek Harper was. Derek Harper's career was over when the Knicks traded for him. That's why we traded for him. The Dallas Mavericks thought that Derek Harper's career was over. That's why we was able to get him for nothing. We got Derek Harper for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then Derek Harper came to the Knicks, and if the Knicks win the championship, Derek Harper would have got the MVP. He only averaged 16 points per game. I want to say he only averaged 16 points per game in the playoffs. Or in the finals or whatever it was. He didn't average much, but they were low scoring games, and Derek Harper absolutely was holding down our Knicks. So if the Knicks had won that championship, Derek Harper would have been the MVP. People got to remember the past, man. I was an incredible run. Like I said, look at the stats, man. I be talking, man, but you can easily look it up. Derek Harper, basketball reference. All right, let's do that. Derek Harper, basketball reference. So anyway, we had Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers ended up being out for the season. So Derek, people forget that Doc Rivers was our coach the year that we went to the finals. But we traded for Derek Harper to replace him. Right. So take a look at Derek Harper. Look at his stats here in his second year before the Knicks. Come on, man. So the game is back here, and Julius Randle just scored. So I'm just taking a look here. See, look, the last year before he came to the Knicks here, with the split season, he's only averaging 11 points per game. So he was definitely down from what he was before. He was 18 points the year before. And then that year where we traded for him, he's having a down year, 11 points per game. With basically the same minutes, 31 to 34. When he got to the Knicks, 24 minutes per game, he was averaging 8. So he was able to clean up his career, get back to 11. Actually went back up to 14 also. But that 94 team, like I said, he was only averaging 8.6 points that year. So, like I said, in the playoffs, I said 16 points per game. Let's take a look at that first year, 94, when he went to playoffs. What did he average? Got to get back to this game here. The Knicks are trying to get back into it here. So, like I said here, 1994 in the playoffs. I'm looking at it right here. It says here he only averaged 11 points per game. In 1994 in the playoffs, there only 11.4 points per game. So that's crazy, right? So that's in the playoffs there. So that's interesting. Let's take a look at his point total in the finals. Derek Harper points in the finals. Yeah, see, 16.4. I know my basketball. In the NBA finals, points per game, 16.4. I know that the year that he went to the finals was the only time he went to the NBA finals was with the Knicks. He averaged 16 points per game. I knew that. So yeah, that's diehard Knicks right there for you. Yeah, I know my stats and stuff. I don't know it exactly. And sometimes if I'm on the spot and the camera's in my face, I can't remember shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Here talking to you guys, I remember 16 points per game in the finals. He would have got the MVP because Patrick Ewing wasn't necessarily playing good. So that would have been crazy, man. So that's a little bit of history right there. So while I'm talking, the Knicks have been protecting the lead here. Wizards are not really doing much to get back into it. Gafford on the drive there, almost throws it out of bounds to Trey Jones for a 3-point shot off the back rim. Kuzma in there fighting for the rebound. That should be Knicks ball. So the referees, there's three referees, and no three of them don't know whose ball is. It's crazy. And then the referee that was at the half court is the one that calls the play with two referees on the baseline. So look at this. Kuzma throws it out, so it's out on Josh Hart. I want to say, so I'll take it. But I mean, there's two referees, one at the baseline, and look at Jordan Poole blows an easy layup right underneath the basket. Somehow he ends up with the ball again. So Kuzma wide open. Sheesh. Another 3-point shot. No, he misses it. Knicks need to get this thing together, man. Look at they passed the ball to Brunson while Jordan Poole is running at him. Why didn't Julius just hold the ball and bring the ball up? I don't still understand. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, man. That was a good era though, man. Definitely fun, definitely nice. 16.4. He imagine being an MVP at the finals with only 16.4 points per game. It's crazy. Yep. So let's get back into this. Foul line jump shot. So the Knicks lead is back up to 10. Looks like it's going to be back up to 11 now. So I'm just looking at Jalon right, man. He's one of those guys. He could have been something much more than he showed in his career. Look at Pudge. Yeah, man. So I mean, anybody expecting OG to be a 20-point a game scorer, you definitely got a rude awakening there. He's not a scorer. He's a good team player, absolutely. Scoring wise, he might have those games where he'll get those. He might get 30 before it's all said and done on one of these games here. But as you can see, OG, the way that he plays, he doesn't play like Kuzma. He doesn't play like Julius. That should be Washington ball. So these referees are doing a trash job so far. So glorified glue guy, yeah, I think so. But even though this is true, even though this is true, Pudge, I think he's important, right? So you say, these dummies were saying OG was a third option. Yeah, they were saying, oh, we got OG now, we can trade Julius. People were saying that too. Now we can have OG guard the four now, and we could trade Julius. OG can guard center, so we can make OG play center now. Goes Brunson for a three, and Brunson knocks down that three. There he goes again with the hand. Boy, 83-71. The lead is coming back here. This Wizards team, when it comes down to running offense, they're not good at it. They're not good at running offense. But fast break opportunities. Yeah, look at Kuzma coming around, shoot the three. He misses it. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Brunson has it now, right hand side. So they put the clamps here. They put Kuzma on him there. So Brunson's looking to go 1-on-1. Drives right past Kuzma. Uses the rim, misses it. Hartenstein was there for the tip, but misses that also. Here comes Washington. So Washington is a problem on the transition here. So Knicks were able to get back on defense. Chris Burke is trying to figure it out. Got a Kuble, whatever his name is. DiVincenzo still stoles that. Nice and easy. Comes up, dunks it with two hands. Looking to give the ball to Julius, man, but that would have been a turnover. Good that he kept it in his hands to get the dunk. So good stuff there. Yeah, he's definitely a good addition, man. But yeah, man, but he's not OG's not a scorer. You can't get the ball to OG and say give me 20. But throughout the course of the game, OG could get 20. He could get 30. He could get high scoring games. But he's always going to get it within the flow. He's not going to get it by creating. But he hasn't he's just brand new to the team. So like I said, we'll definitely get to see many different sides of OG as time goes on. Right now, OG is just trying to fit in. So, like I said, we'll definitely get a chance to see that. But the Senzo gang, huh? Senzo gang, nice hands, man. That dude got some good hands. Good hands, bro. Very strong hands. Able to get in there, get the steal. You see the hand just swipe and hit, and all of a sudden the ball is loose. On the 3-point shot, also, he gets the ball and he just whap, shot is up. Brunson over the Hart with the jab step, nice strong legs on the inside to Julius. Julius gets swiped off the sweep. Julius does a good job of finishing with the left hand, but I would love to see him do the Patrick Ewing running in the lane shot. I think that would be a good shot for him. Running hook shot or running jump shot in the lane. I like that coming across the lane. I think that would be something that he would be good at. So I mean, there's some things that he can add to the game. He looks good though, man. I like the haircut. The haircut's starting to grow properly now. Because when you have long hair, it takes a while for your hair to tame down. So it looks like Julius's hair is starting to tame now. So he's starting to get a little tape up. No, is he taping it up? It looks like he's just shaping it up. But his beard is starting to match better with the hairstyle. So he's looking good, man. You know, scrolling. So yeah, we're gonna have to bring OG back, right? So is he worth 30 million, 35 million? So you're talking about 35 million per? No, I don't think so. Right now, what's OG salary, huh? Let's check that out. OG Ananobi salary. So he's making 3.8. That's wrong. So I like to look at his hoops hype. I tried to use hoops hype once before and it betrayed me. But anyway, he's making 18 million this season. He has a player option for 19, so he might not take the player option. So if OG doesn't take the player option, how much more money is he worth? Not much. If you're gonna give him a pay raise, 22, 23, 24, that's about it. $6 million pay raise per year. You're talking about 22 to 24. If you're gonna pay him, make sure it's a descending contract. You know, but OG at his age now, 2-year contract plus player option. I think that's a good one for him. 2-year contract plus a player option. If you're gonna pay him, at least we only paying him for a little while. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking about. Paying guys long term because you hear the guys getting $100 million contracts because they signed for 4 or 5 years. I don't think that's a good idea for the Knicks. Here goes Julius over to Brunson. Brunson with the pull up. Oh, he misses that. So the Knicks are still up here, 89 to 73. So we're up by a lot here. So this Washington Wizards team tried to take us out of our game, but right now the Knicks put the clamps back in, and now the Wizards are back playing the way they were before. Here goes right, good defense, man to man defense here. Brunson's guarding Delon, and DiVincenzo comes right in there and slaps it away. So here comes the young guy, number 0. He comes in there and gets the layup right at the shot clock. So they got lucky there. 75 to 89. Knicks are up by 14? Brunson on the inside, no look past the DiVincenzo there for the nice layup. So that lead goes back up 91 to 74. Here comes Avija trying to get the last second shot there. Good shot. Did they call a foul? No, they called travel. These referees, so silly. They called the travel. So now they did a good job, right? So now watch this. The Knicks are just going to inbound, and that's the end of the quarter. Hartenstein inbounds to Josh Hart. Josh Hart fakes a throw. Again, then the quarter's over. Good job making that travel call there. Protect the integrity of the game, son. So anyway, yeah, Ivory 10. Good question though, man. But is OG worth 35 million? No. If OG ends up getting 35 mil from somebody else, God bless him. You know what I'm saying? Is that a defeat on the Knicks part? No, because the Knicks will just go on to the Knicks. But OG, getting an extension, 6 million, $5 to $6 million, more like a $6 million pay raise. I could take that. So if OG was getting 25 million per year, fine. It'd be even better if he was getting 24 and then 23 and then 22. That would be nice too. Descending contract. I think that would be good too. But scroll down. 29 million. Pudge says 29. I think 29 is too high. But if we do give him 29, maybe it's 29 and then 27 and then 25 on the descending contract. I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? If he accepts that, then I wouldn't mind guaranteeing the whole contract. If he allows a descending contract, I think that would be fine. Kelly Oubre would have been a good signing, I think. Kelly Oubre plays good defense. He could shoot the 3 and that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But I think Philly re-signed him. I'm not sure how much money they signed him for. I think he ended up signing for the low. So Oubre is what he is there. Sliding down. So Ivory said he says 25 million per is not bad for a guy who honestly is very limited offensively. Yeah, $25 million for everything that he brings to the table. I think that's fine. 25 mil. But like I said, I would love to get, if we pay him 25, I'm thinking about 25, first year, 23, second year, you know what I'm saying, 21, the third year, descending contract. I wouldn't want to pay him 25 and then have him on an ascending contract where it's 25, 27, and then 30 and 31 or 29 like that. That I would not want, you know. So I see people saying 25. Like I said, I'm with it. 25 for each year. So you're talking about $75 million contract. I don't know, man. Maybe like I said, if you're gonna guarantee both years, 25 and 25, okay, maybe I could deal with that. But if you're gonna give him any more than that, 3 years with a player option on the third year, it would be nice to have him on a descending contract, you know, because that's the thing, right? Mitchell Robinson's contract is so good because he's descending. Brunson's contract is the best contract in the NBA. I thought Julius's contract was good. We talking shit about Julius. Oh, you paid him too much. Julius Randle is getting 25, 10, and 5 for like 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And he's not even making $30 million a year. You know what I'm saying? So Julius Randle, absolutely, he can get 35 million easy. You know what I'm saying? Will we have to pay Julius in the next contract? That's something to think about too. Brunson, we're gonna have to pay him too, because Brunson is giving us everything. 25, 25, 6, you know, 25 and 6. So Brunson he's gonna get paid too. So we gotta be very careful. Paying OG too much will stranglehold the Knicks, because we gotta pay Julius and Brunson. So Grimes there. One thing about Julius and Brunson, I think they're not gonna ask for much. I think they're probably gonna end up staying competitive to what they're getting paid now. Maybe a slight upgrade, but 3-year contracts. I think that's it. I don't think the Knicks are gonna pay these guys 5-year contracts. Just 3 years, I think. 3 years with a player option. I think that's it. Julius deserves to get some guarantee money. Brunson also, man. But we also trying to win a championship too, and I think they're up on it too. They want to win also. But if they're gonna make sacrifices, the front office has to give them help. You know. Hey man. So I mean, you said you heard that OG is gonna get $100 million easy. I don't know. When you talk about 100 million, now you're talking about signing him to a 5-year contract. I don't think OG is worth a 5-year contract. He goes Grimes with a three off the front rim. Josh Hart throwing his body around, trying to get the rebound. So here comes the Wizards again, killing us in that fast break. That's the only way that they can get offense. So the Knicks are going to call timeout. So I mean, that's the only way the Wizards are getting offense. This making getting layups off of Knicks mistakes. So I mean, let's take a look at OG. OG Ananobi basketball reference. Yeah. OG basketball reference. Yeah. There you go. So here he goes. He was born in July 17th. He's a Cancer, 26 years old. Sliding down, taking a look at his career. Yeah, taking a look at his career. Didn't really do much his first 2 years. Let's count these seasons here: 10 points, 15 points, 17 points, 16, 14, 15, 13 right now with the Knicks. So that's right around brand, right? You see 5 rebounds per game. You see the 2 assists per game, right on brand. Just about 2 steals per game. Right now he's at 1.7 with the Knicks. Good shooting percentages all the way around. With the Knicks, he's shooting 52% from the 2-point range, 38% from 3-point range right now, early on in his Knick career in his first 3 games. So, I mean, this is what he's going to give us: 13 points per game, 14, 15, but just solid all around. The defense is the defense and just the way that he plays on offense, the way that he moves and stuff like that, he adds to the team in that way. You know what I'm saying? So, is this worth 30 something $million? Look at his career. This is who he is. He's not going to do more than this. So is he worth 30 something million per year? 35 million per year, 25 million per year? I don't know. For 5 years? There's another thing. Like I said, he's 26. So we're gonna pay OG till he's 31, a player that can't really give you 20 points a night, you know? So that's all stuff to think about, man. Other teams do that. They'll pay guys $100 million for a dude that can't score. Now they're stuck with a player for 5 years and they can't move him, and they don't understand why they can't win. So that's very important here. So they're showing the Knicks commercial here, guys. Let's see. I don't know if they're gonna allow me to show it here, but let's see. Can you guys see it? There you go. See your boy right there with my man Ja from the lower. These are my girls here. They're gonna show me here at the end of this commercial. So let's take a look at it. There I go in the back. They're rubbing my head, and they're gonna show me here at the end here holding the sign. Let's see if they cut me out the commercial. There I go. So I'll never forget that, man. That was a couple years ago. I'll never forget that, but that absolutely was like a couple years ago. Shout out to the OmniFan. I don't know how they got the commercial. OmniFan has got to be on MSG payroll. So I never asked them. You know what I'm saying? But they get a lot of perks, and you wonder how they get those perks. So anyway, they're event planners too. They do a lot of stuff with event planning and stuff like that. So those girls are great. You know what I'm saying? So I'm eternally grateful for them to put me in that position to be able to get on the next commercial, man. And I'm glad that the MSG used the footage of me on there. So that's good stuff, man. Definitely appreciate it. It goes Deuce on with a wild layup. Here goes Washington able to get out on the fast break. Here comes what's the name? He blows it. Hartenstein in there fighting for his life for the rebound. So the Knicks did a good job coming back, able to get the rebound. And then Hart throws the ball too far out for Grimes and a turnover. So that's the only thing that's keeping the Knicks in this game here. Yeah, so back to the contract, man. I don't think OG Anunoby's worth that heavy contract. $100 million, 30. I think it goes $30 million. $30 million a year. That's a lot, man. So I don't think what he brings to the table is worth $30 million. 20 to 24, maybe. That'll be a pay raise. He deserves a pay raise. Give him his pay raise. You know what I'm saying? But making him the highest paid Nick, I think that's a mistake. Take a look at Nick's salaries. New York Knicks salary. Look at Josh Hart wide open for three, knocks it down. So we're up a lot now. So we're almost back up by 20 again. So this is a 17-point lead by the Knicks. So now that the Knicks are up by 17, we can get back into just doing what we're doing, talking about other stuff here. So like I said, next year, entering next year for OG if he gets re-signed, right? So OG, once again, it's a player option. Let me just make sure. Player option or is in green. So that's him right there. OG will be a player option. He's making 19 next year, but it's a player option, right? So are we going to pay him $30 million a year? Now he's getting paid more than just about the same amount as Julius. Is OG and Julius the same kind of player? You know what I'm saying? Look at Brunson only making 24 next year. Guaranteed right there. He has his player option in 25, 26. So does Julius. So next year does OG deserve $30 million per year for 5 years? Or for 4 years, $30 million for 4 years? I don't think that's a good idea. 30 with raises like 30, 32, 30, 34, and then 36. That's not a good idea. I don't think so. It goes Deuce there, dribbling too much. In and out drives there, gets all the way to the paint. A lot of pivots, gives it to Hartenstein. Now Hartenstein got to create and put the shot up after Deuce McBride held the balls for so long in the shot clock. This is a bad offensive player there by Grimes. Here goes the three-point shot there by the young guy. That looked horrible all the way. Josh Hart with the rebound. So here comes the Knicks. Knicks walking it up, trotting it up, waiting for guys to get in position there. Josh Hart coming around a Hartenstein screen, gives it to Deuce. Deuce should have let the ball go. So now Deuce has it now. Here he goes, wasting the shot clock. 9 seconds in the shot clock. Gives it to Grimes. Grimes lets it go. And Grimes knocks it down. Being heavily guarded and still shoots the three-point shot. Timeout by Washington. So the Knicks are back into it, man. So, we got scared for a second. They brought it all the way to 5, I think, 5:04. I think 5. I think they cut the lead to 5. And then the Knicks put the clamps back on them, and now we're back up by 20, right? So big time plays by the Knicks here. But yeah, man. So that's something that we got to think about. Hartenstein's got to get paid too. Hartenstein is only getting paid 9. Mitchell Robinson is getting paid 15 next year, 14. So I mean, if you're gonna pay Hartenstein, well, how much do we pay Hartenstein? Hartenstein deserves a pay raise. He's already getting paid 9, which is decent for a center. If he's going to be a starting center for us, if Mitchell Robinson's not in the plans, if you're going to keep Mitchell Robinson in the plans, then are we going to let Hartenstein walk? I don't think we can let Hartenstein walk the way he's playing. Hartenstein's playing extremely well, playing way better than Mitchell Robinson was playing. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, I think we need to trade Mitchell Robinson off for GP because we got to pay Hartenstein. So I think Hartenstein, I think he would probably get a raise. $12 million per, or possibly get him 15 and let it be a descending contract the same way like Mitchell Robinson. You know, but him getting Mitchell Robinson, keeping Mitchell Robinson and DiVincenzo at the same price point, I think that's a mistake. Because we need to get better. We need to find that extra player in here to get us some points if we're gonna pay money to people. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather not waste salary cap on guys like that. That's just my opinion. Precious is also available. Macaulay Flynn, Quentin Grimes. I'm not sure if he. I think we did. Accept his option for next year. So we paid McBride. So McBride's contract's not here, but we extended McBride. So McBride got a little extension. He didn't get much. But he's extended, so he's going to be with us for the next couple of years. Yeah, man. But absolutely, I don't think that we should overpay OG to make him the highest paid Nick. I don't think that's a good idea. You know, because if we pay OG, then Randall needs to get 40 something million. Randall is the one that needs to get 40, 50 million. If you want to talk about Brunson, he needs to get 40 something million too. So if you're gonna pay Julian and Brunson 40 something million, and then you're gonna pay OG 30 million, did we get better? So that's what I'm trying to say. A lot of people keep talking, but right now, with the way that the Knicks contracts are so little, look how small these contracts are. The Knicks absolutely need to get the extra player here, because to get the extra talent, this is the time to get it. Get the extra talent here, and then if we could finagle to get a good player here next offseason, and then 25, 26, we could pay Julius and Brunson. But then we already cheated and got the good players here already. Now we can go over the cap. So we have to play that game. Right now is absolutely the perfect time for us to steal a player right now, a good player to come in the mix with this club here. Yeah, so yeah, man. So I think this game is over. I don't think the Washington Wizards are going to come back. You got Avija, knocking on the door, playing well, but this is just not enough. It's not enough for them to come back. They're up by 20 now. 99 to 81. Deuce has it. Deuce holds on the ball too long. A nice pass to OG, gets it over to Hartenstein. So OG probably should have just shot it. He gave it to Hartenstein there. So OG, good head of steam there. 33. Pass over to Trey Jones in the corner wide open. So they hit a three. So I count that as a fast break point there. So let's take a look at what you guys are saying here. Because this game, I don't think this game is worth watching here. I think with Deuce, I think Deuce is the one that's ruining this game right now for us right now. So my thing is, like, when do we take Deuce out? So I do see some guys. I see Julius and I do see Brunson about to come in. So Deuce needs to get out this game. Deuce is not good. So everything that you see in here, this nice little run that the Wizards had here, this is all due to Deuce not playing well. So now it's a break in the game. Now Deuce is coming out, Brunson's back in, and Julius should come back in. So everything should get back to the way it was. Yeah, Omni fangirls are great, man. I'm definitely infinitely happy for what they were able to do for me as for that. Because getting in the Knicks commercial, what a dream. It's not even my commercial, but I'm like in the commercial a lot. So I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, so CAA, of course, family. They always talk about him getting a pay cut. A pay cut is not 20 something, because I'll be making more than he's making. So I think, getting 20, 22, I think that's fine. 24 up to 25 is fine, but it has to be a descending contract, man. I said that a couple times. But we can't make OG the highest paid Nick. We just that just can't happen. Yeah, so Deuce is not playing well. A lot of guys aren't playing well. So here goes the question here. He says, that's not true at all. What all NBA team are people saying iHeart would make? Who's saying that iHeart is going to be an all NBA player? Who said that? Anybody said that? I don't think anybody said that iHeart was going to be an all NBA player. Why does iHeart need to be an all NBA player? Anybody say that? No, I don't think anybody said that. The thing with iHeart, Mitchell Robinson is not an all NBA player. People keep talking about Mitchell Robinson being an all defensive player. He's not. Mitchell Robinson is not an all defensive player. Was he playing that level of defense when he was here? I don't think so. He was playing serviceable defense. He wasn't playing all NBA defense, Mitchell Robinson. He had his moments where he was like, doing his thing, but he had his moments when he was getting his ass whipped too. And here goes Josh Hart making a mistake, and here come the Wizards running, man. This guy, Avija, I mean, you want to talk about incredible in the fast break? Avija's on the wrong team, man. Avija needs to find his way to Indiana if he can. Get over there with Hartenstein. I mean, on Halliburton. This guy is really good in the fast break. Yeah, man. So iHeart is an all NBA player. I don't know. Maybe I missed something in the chat. But I would prefer to keep the money. If we're gonna pay one center, we can't pay two centers $15 million. We can't do that. You know, that's too much money in the center spot when we haven't really solidified the other spots really, we haven't upgraded that yet. And so scrolling down, said iHeart 4 years to 35 million. He should start. Mitch come off the bench. I'm with that too, but like I said, I don't really feel good about paying um, you know, iHeart too much more. Like, two guys making around $15 million per game. They go Brunson with a 3-point shot. So the league got cut all the way to 10. So now it's back up to 13. So the Washington Wizards, they make, every time the Knicks make a mistakes, they would capitalize off the Knicks mistakes. There goes Kuzma with a 3-point shot. So he shots off the back of the rim. Julius rebound with the rebound. iHeart boxing out Gafford, able to keep him at bay. So iHeart secured the rebound. So I'm not good at math, man. So $65 million over 4 years, right? So I got 65 divided by 4, right? So we're talking about $16 million per year. That's a lot, man. $16 million, and you got him making 16, making more than Mitch. Mitch is on a descending contract, right? So you got iHeart making more than Mitch now, as Brunson hits back-to-back threes. So the lead is back up 107 to 90 to 91. So I mean, like I'm saying, $16 million per year for iHeart. He's making more than Mitch. Look at iHeart with another block here. Good, he's a good player, man. Julius on the inside. He should have passed it to OG. Ends up getting the and one there. Yeah, but $16 million, and more than likely the contract's gonna be maybe 15. Or maybe he's making 14, and then he's gonna go up to 16, and then go up to 18, and then go up to 20. If it's an ascending contract, it could be like that too to keep the money 65. You know what I'm saying? So are you gonna pay iHeart that much money, man? And you're gonna keep Mitch too? I think there's too much money in the thing there. So I mean, Mike says also OG 4 years 130, man. Last year player option. So let's do the math on that too. So you're talking on 130 divided by 4, right? So you're talking about 32 million? We're gonna pay OG 32 million? Like I said, maybe it could start at 25 million, then goes up increments, right? And then eventually you get to your 130. So $25 million a year for OG, and then it goes up, or if, let's say if you keep it across the board, $32 million every single year across the board. Why are we paying OG? Why are we making OG the highest paid Nick? I just don't think that's a good idea. Making him the highest paid Nick for what? If Julius Randle gets 53, he deserves it. I wouldn't pay Mitchell. I mean, Julius Randle like a 5-year deal or nothing like that. But I mean, if Julius Randle is going to be in line to get a major contract when it's this time. You know what I'm saying? He's been playing with a discount for years now. So I mean, he would be, if he asks for 53, and if the market says he could get 53, you know what I'm saying? Julius Randle deserves 53, but not for 5 years though. For 2 years maybe. 2 years. Julius Randle inside, cross court pass to Brunson. Brunson gets bumped. So my thing is, if you pay Julius 53, that means you got to pay Brunson 53. Julius traveled just now off the thing, nice little spin and win off the glass there with the left hand. Julius Randle is cooking, man. So listen, if Julius Randle gets 53, then Brunson got to get 53. So now you got two guys making 53, and then you already pay OG $32 million per year, right? That's crazy, bro. That's the whole freaking salary cap. How do we get better? I hope we got better some other kind of way. Josh Hart all the way to the basket, taking the thing, and OG out of nowhere comes in and dunks it. So that counts there. OG comes in there, finally wakes up and gets the dunk off the rim there. Look at all the Knick fan transplants. The Transplex Knicks fans there. I like that. Look at all the Knicks fans there. Love it. I don't recognize anybody though, but it's good to see Knicks fans together there. Aye, aye. So I mean, it's a good conversation to have there. So here's one thing here. They need to trade for Capella, Brogdon, Murray, so they can have 25 million dollar tradable salary to trade next year. That's interesting, but I mean, how do we get these guys? Because we don't have the players to trade. Getting Capella for $20 million is a lot. You know what I'm saying? And if he comes here, he's gonna come off the bench. Brogdon, he makes about 20 also. But I don't think Brogdon's contract is that big. Let's take a look at Brogdon's contract. Uh Brogdon NBA contract. So it says Brogdon signed a 2-year, $45 million contract. So let's just look here. Hoops Hype. Hoops Hype is my favorite my salary website to go to, just because they keep everything simple. So he makes $22 million this year. He'll make 22 next year. You know what I'm saying? So he signed an extension and then did it, and he just signed a 2-year contract. It says, right. We just saw that, and then he's already got traded to Portland. So it's just weird how these NBA teams do. They sign guys to heavy contracts and then they trade them. So he's making $22 million here. So is he worth making a trade for? Yes. But on $22 million, him on the books there, is good to throw into a trade because Brogdon's good. Look at Jordan Poole wasting the whole shot clock just to throw the ball off the back of the rim. So glad we didn't get that dude. Brunson bring the ball up the court. We got 3 minutes left. So getting one of those guys. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Murray too much, but like Murray too. Adding Murray to the squad will definitely make trades a little bit easier because now you can take Murray and throw him in a trade to get a better player here. So that's interesting too. So I mean, if we could get say we get Brogdon, and say we get Capella and Brogdon, right? We don't get Murray. We end up getting Capella and we get Brogdon too some kind of way. That, like I said, I don't know how we would do that because we would have to come up with $40 million. I don't think we have $40 million worth of contracts to give away. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, listen, man. Having these conversations is what this is all about. I'm hoping that the Knicks front office are having these conversations too. It's simple conversations. Everybody just throw their ideas and have their conversations out there. Throw stuff out there. Talk about it. Does it work? Yeah, it could work. Okay, but we have to think about, what are we doing here? We have to be responsible with the salary because we've been doing it up until this point. So the Wizards are still fighting here. 3 minutes left. The Knicks, the Wizards still can come back. But the Wizards just brought in number one there. Wow. So that's one player that I want to talk about. I don't know if you guys remember, but we got Johnny Davis. Is his name Johnny Davis? Like I can't even click him. I'm trying to click him on my phone. I can't even click him because he doesn't play. I remember that dude. People wanted to draft him over some of the other guys that we got. Here he goes, pulls up at the foul line, misses everything. But he was the guy that people wanted him to be the Knicks starting shooting guard. Thought he can play right away. But he ended up not doing anything in his whole NBA career. Julius on the inside, pump fake on the inside, nice left-hand layup on the left-hand side. All right, so this score is starting to get crazy now. 117. The Wizards are still chasing here, still competing, still scoring. Comes in there, Hartenstein tries not to foul. Gets a nice little layup there. So we got some garbage points coming in here for some of these guys. 2-minute warning. So we're slowing down here, taking a look at what you guys are saying. Scrolling. Yeah, I Harden Capella. I think, in Atlanta, I think Atlanta will be a good spot for him. Like, you want to talk about how Canada up in Toronto is a good spot for IQ and RJ. That's a good spot for them because IQ right now is playing fantastic, man. If we could take a look at that real quick. I know they played tonight. I think they lost at the buzzer there, Toronto. If we can take a look at some of these games here tonight, they definitely played tonight. Let's look at the full scoreboard here. I mean, this game is over. Like I said, like looking at stats and stuff for this game is not even worth it because, I mean, this Wizards team is not worth talking about. We should be smoking this team with no problem. So, they did not play today. I thought they did. I see the Rockets playing Jazz 76ers. So the Jazz are beating the 76ers right now, but they're up by 9. The Knicks are kicking Wizards ass. You got the Pacers and the Celtics. So according to this, I don't see Toronto, but I definitely saw highlights for Toronto today. So Toronto didn't play today. So this was yesterday. So I guess I'll just read off what I had here, man. So I mean, 135. I'm taking a look at the stats here from yesterday. So put that on the screen here. So this is the fifth. Let's look at this. Let's look at the fifth. So let's take a look at the games up from the fifth. Come on, guys. So the game is almost over. We got a minute and 30 seconds left. The Knicks are up by 20. So I mean, this is that shit is not worth talking about. Definitely Knicks definitely the business here. So like I said, I'm looking for the Toronto game. There it goes. It was a late game last night. They played against the Kings. So let's take a look and see what our guys, our former Knicks were doing there. Right up there looking for RJ. RJ 4 for 8, 14 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. That's right along what RJ does, So I don't know if anybody's expecting RJ to all of a sudden get 30 points per game when he's on Toronto. RJ is who he is. Now look at quickly 38 minutes, 20 points, 8 assists. You know what I'm saying? 3 turnovers, 5 rebounds. That's what IQ does. If you ever looked at IQ's 36 minutes points, averages per 36 minutes, this is what you see. 20 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. This is what you would see. So listen, IQ is going to become a star over there in Toronto. He's going to end up getting paid $100 million, like you guys are saying. That OG should get 100. Quickly is definitely going to get his $100 million over there in Toronto. So that's an alley oop from the Knicks. Letting him go to a team that he's going to be allowed to become that star that he's supposed to be. So there you go. That's nothing against the Knicks. Knicks can't use him. We already got Brunson in that role. So IQ is not going to have that role. So this is IQ's team now. Siakam and Barnes and all these guys, they're going to play off of what IQ does. And I think it's a good look. Shout out to Siakam with 9 assists. Shout out to Scotty Barnes with 6 assists. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good mix for those guys. So it's good. It's good look, man. Knicks are starting to eat the clock now. So there's no reason for the Knicks to put up shots. You got Malachi Flynn looking to get some bop going here. Drives, dribbles, pulls up at the foul line off the front rim. He got to get his shit off. I understand. But this game is out of here, man. We got 7 seconds on my clock. They're looking to go in and out. Jericho Sims is playing defense, kicks it out to number 16, pulls up for 3. He makes a shot at the buzzer. So that should count. 3-point shot does count. So this final score is 121 to 105. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. This is a team that, the Knicks made us sweat a little bit. I think the Wizards cut the lead to 5. It might have got closer, but I think it was only 5. And then the Knicks brought it right back out, ended up beating this team by a lot. They just hit the 3 at the end. So, I mean, we should have beat them by more. But, I mean, 121 to 105, that's decent, man. Nice, easy game. A lot of maybe pushing and shoving a little bit, some talking a little bit with these guys. But at the end, definitely sportsmanship. Guys are hugging and showing that, they're showing love. Knicks are not being disrespectful by doing dances on the sideline and that type of thing. Just very gentleman-like win here to beat the Knicks, and the Knicks to beat the Wizards here. So good stuff, man. Absolutely good stuff to see. So anyway, yeah, man, it's good to talk about these numbers here, man. But we definitely in a spot where we can't be talking about, oh, let's give this guy $100 million, get this guy, we got to pay that man. We're not talking about winning basketball. We're talking about blowing our fucking payroll. You know what I'm saying? So the Knicks can't be blowing our payroll. We have to really think about what we're doing here, because we're at a rare time now with Julius and Brunson. We're still paying them cheap money. So we need to try to get an extra player here to try to sneak in something, man. So I mean, the right move can get us a championship. Like I think getting a DeRozan, who's a 20-point a game scorer, I think that might be a good look there for the Knicks. Something that we don't have. Something like that. Like at Murray, if people want to get Murray, I don't like Murray, but Murray can get 20. He can get 20 any night, every single night if he needed him to. So adding him to the club would definitely help. Brogdon is a former 20-point a game scorer in the league, can get 15 points easy. Even off the bench, Brogdon could get 15 points per game. So like I said it earlier in the game, imagine deleting Grimes and adding Brogdon. Taking Grimes off the team and putting Brogdon there. That makes the Knicks high octane. Just adding that, just changing that, because Brogdon solidifies the guard rotation. Absolutely. Because everything that Grimes, you wish the Grimes would do, Brogdon is doing that right out the gate. So that will make the Knicks dynamic. So if we get any of those players like that, say DeRozan, Brogdon, or Murray, any of those three, there's nothing more special than the other person. I think all 3 of those players are basically the same player at this stage of their careers. You know what I'm saying? If we get any one of those three guys, I think the Knicks at that point, the Knicks will be knocking on that championship door. And I just think that's excellent, man. So that's something that's more important to talk about than re-signing players in the offseason. You know what I'm saying? So, the rest of the league should be afraid. They should be very afraid because the Knicks are tough as it is. If the Knicks get that extra help, like I said, if we get DeRozan, if we get or if we get Brogdon, or if we get Murray, any of those three, I think the Knicks will be scary. Super scary. So anyway, we scrolling. Even if we get Capella, I mentioned Capella a few times today. If we get Capella, you know, that makes us extremely scary too. Because now we're gonna guard you. We're gonna guard you 48 minutes, fam. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, man. So that is what it is, man. So I'm up out of here. Standings are crazy tight. So let's see what that is before we get up out of here. NBA standings. Take a look at the standings, Trish. Good segue before we get up out of here. Looking at Philadelphia, the Knicks are now number 8. So I mean, no, the Knicks won just now, so the Knicks will be 21. Philadelphia might lose tonight. You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia might lose tonight. Take a look at these games here. Philadelphia is down by 13 against Utah. Milwaukee's losing by 20 to Houston, guys. Indiana, Boston beat Indiana. So this is not updated. So I mean, Indiana just lost the game. So they're 20. Indiana is 20 and 15 now. Like I said, I don't know if they updated it, but the Knicks are now 21 and 15. Right? Am I correct? Knicks are now 21 and 15, right? What does it say? Let's get to the Knicks game before we get up out of here. Yeah, the Knicks are 21 and 15 right now. So this is not updated. So this is definitely not updated. Trish, you peeping it, right, Trish? 20. If this is not updated, then the Indiana Pacers are now 20 and 15. The Knicks are 21 and 15. So the Knicks now, because Miami didn't play, Orlando didn't play. So now, if we look at this, in Cleveland didn't play either. So now the Knicks, after tonight, are in 4th place. Did you hear what I said? The Knicks are now in 4th place right now, because just judging by who played tonight, Boston played, they beat Indiana, so Indiana lost. Milwaukee lost and Philly lost. That doesn't affect us. You know what I'm saying? But Indiana lost today. So Indiana goes down in the standings. Do you hear what I'm saying? They're going to be 20 and 15. So they're 20 and 15. All these teams are 20 and 15. The Knicks are 21 and 15. So now by the end of the night, the Knicks are literally the 4th best team in the East. You know what I'm saying? So wow, right? Wow. Look at that. 4th best team. Knicks are 4th best team. Knicks are ranked 4th on ESPN, but we rank 4th in the East right now. You know what I'm saying? So ESPN is updated. ESPN did update it. So let's check out the standings there on ESPN. So standings. Did they update it? I just want to see the Knicks in the 4th spot. Yeah, so the ESPN updated it. The Knicks are in 4th place. So hey, let's cheer that. Let's cheer the New York Knicks, man. They're playing some good basketball. 21 and 15. The Knicks are the 4th best team in the East. So like I said, right now Philadelphia is losing. They're going to be 23 and 12. You know what I'm saying? So it's quite possible if Philadelphia keeps sliding and the Knicks keep winning, because let's do this too. Let's do this. Knicks schedule. Check out the Knicks schedule. We play the Mavericks. So I mean, the Mavericks are top heavy. They got Luka and they got Kyrie, but outside of those two, the rest of the team is trash. So we could be able to beat them. We should be able to beat them if we play good defense and keep a decent lead away from Luka and Kyrie, because those guys are clutch players. It's almost guaranteed that we might lose the next game. But then we play the Grizzlies, who haven't really been playing the best basketball. They got John Morant, but we could play defense on the rest of their team. Magic, we got a rematch against Magic. The Rockets are playing good right now. Wizards again. So I mean, the next few games here, let's say if the Knicks can continue this winning streak, we're not going to win every game, but let's say at the next game. Oh, excuse me, we play the Blazers next, so that's a win. That we playing against the Blazers, we should beat them. So in the next 6 games, guys, I say we could beat the Blazers. Let's say we lose against the Mavericks, lose against the Grizzlies. Okay, let's say that. Against the Magic at home, let's say we beat the Magic at home. Let's say we beat the Rockets at home. Let's say we beat the Wizards at home. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say if the Knicks are 4 and 2. The Knicks might actually solidify that spot in the 4th spot for the foreseeable future. So that's interesting. If you look at, I'm not gonna look at Philly's schedule, but what if Philly goes on a losing streak during this time? You know what I'm saying? Then the Knicks could possibly steal the third spot. So I mean, it's interesting times here for the Knicks, man. But yo, I keep trying to say, we make that trade that helps us out, even Donovan Mitchell. But Cleveland has a good record, so I doubt they trade Donovan Mitchell. You know what I'm trying to say? But regardless, man, some of these teams here, even Terry Rozier, any of these guys like that, if you get that extra player, the Knicks are gonna be good. You know. So that goes without saying. So anyway, I'm up out of here. Die Hard Knicks in the place to be. The Knicks win today. The Knicks are 21-15, fourth place in the East. Do you see it? Do you see it? If you see it, believe it, baby. Once again, your boy Eru. We up out of here. I know I'm gonna look at the comments and see something else that I want to talk about. But we scrolling, looking. Yeah, man. This is it. Great way to leave the show here. Let the good times roll. Absolutely. Die Hard Knicks. 4 fingers to the forehead. Pop, 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 pop. Salute. See you motherfuckers later. Next time the Knicks play will be against Portland. So I got to do it again. Sorry, guys. Knicks schedule. So the Knicks play again on Tuesday. Right now it is Saturday. Sheesh. So we play Saturday. We don't play Sunday. We don't play Monday. And we play Tuesday. So maybe you might see Die Hard Knicks again talking about something that I wanted to talk about months ago. So look out for me. I'll try to get some pods out in the next 2 days. But if anything, I'll see you guys Tuesday, guys. Enjoy your weekend. And go Knicks. We in 4th place, baby. Woohoo! Let's do the Die Hard Knicks outro, baby. Goodbye.
Eru, I see you. Die Hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard, homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name, and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. 4th quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder that.